All right. So we are at the start of, actually, the end of a combat that took place in a larder. I'll give you the room description. There was a scythe trap that severed the pig that air elemental Luna kind of zoomed towards it. And it kicked off a whole encounter with an Aranea, which is like a humanoid spider, or a spider that, or a humanoid that can shape change into a spider, or vice versa. Arthur's downstairs at this point, meditating, and while he is doing that, the attention from the spider-like humanoid that is in the room opposite of him. It's been back and forth. It's kind of looked at him oddly and didn't see anything worthy of an alarm or anything like that. But something else has occurred, and the spider goes over to a door and opens it. And in the common tongue says to whoever's in the room beyond the door that he opens, "There are intruders in the temple."
Uh-oh.
Upstairs, right above where Midnight is standing, an opening in the floor or in the ceiling of this, it just kind of drops down, and a creature starts to come through. Into the larder.
Okay.
Is it the intruder?
Uh-huh.
You're gonna find out.
It is it's a magical beast, so does anybody have knowledge arcana? I guess Luna
Yes.
does too. Okay.
The only thing I can see is a very bug-shaped token on the combat tracker.
Mm-hmm.
I can see no more than that, though. Primarily because I am not there.
Okay.
Downstairs meditating.
It is
Yeah.
you see that?
Yeah.
Is it a giant mosquito?
Kind of.
Like some sort of strigger.
It's a creature called the Spider Eater. I will give you a description as it tries to crawl through the opening. The strange beast resembles a wasp the size of a horse, but with the head of a spider and two long appendages ending in pincers. Let's get some new initiatives from everybody on the board, and I'll even include the Etter cap in that.
For a bit of clarity, where is this? It's like taking place upstairs where the rest of the party is?
Yes.
And the Etter cap in front of me is alerting whoever is beyond that door that I see over there that there's
Intruders in the temple. You can feel the compulsion to stay here easing. You think...
I have the compulsion to stay here, but whatever I do in here is still up to me.
Yeah, I know. But it's fading. The fact that the compulsion to stay here will endanger your life nulls and voids it.
I will go ahead and roll my initiative, I imagine.
Please.
You want us all to roll new
Yeah.
ones?
Velkeen. Let's get this guy off the board. And Luna. How long does Luna's spell last for? Let's just... probably a minute per level, I'm guessing, but let's have a look. Yep, okay. All right, so we've got some action all throughout the house. Round number 1. Velkeen. As this creature is trying to get through, right now it is technically everybody's favorite condition. Squeezing. So Velkeen takes a 5-foot step and fires off some arrows. As you guys probably call out a warning or over the comms.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming down through the ceiling. Is like a 5x5 trap door that leads upstairs. At the over and above this larder area. Did you have a question, Ray?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right. So let's see here. Rapid fire. Okay, good. We're a miss and a hit, and once more at that is a hit. Okay, so 2 hits. Nice, good damage. Midnight. Let me give him an acrobatics check to leap up and attack.
Is he still affected by the Song of Discord?
Velkeen or
Midnight.
Midnight? Duration is 0, so no.
Okay.
Anybody else have any strange effects on them from last time out?
Yeah, I still have Song of Discord on me.
Okay, let's get rid of that. It was only 1 round per level, and that's since expired. Okay. He leaps, but he doesn't leap high enough to attack the spider eater as it's coming through. Bakai.
All right. Plays game of Pinata.
Oh.
No, it doesn't. We're off to a good start today. All right. It's weird. I can't click on my character sheet. The other one.
Cracks the
Yeah.
the false door. It clatters to the ground.
Yep. All right. That was. She might as well 5 foot to make some room. That's it.
All right. Arthur. Meanwhile, on floor number 2, or floor number 1.
All right, and you said my compulsion is fading away.
Yeah,
because,
it's faded. You can sense that you're going to be in danger in a moment.
In that case, so I'm able to basically override it in order to leave this place because of the danger.
Yeah.
In such a case, Arthur's basically still at the current moment still basically has legs crossed, sitting down.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine at this point opens up his eyes, just sort of comments that as much as nice a dream as that is, I think it's time to make that into reality. Far more worth it in the end. As he's going to spend his action to weave a spell into effect, as I'm going to cast Fly upon myself.
Okay.
as he's not even like standing up, just sort of like floats upward a little bit until he is like in standing position, and then I'm gonna move 60 feet towards just upstairs wherever I can find the rest of the party.
Okay.
As I'm just gonna sort of float like not very far off the ground, just high enough to make it seem like walking is beneath me.
All right. So it's 40 to the top of the stairs. Let's put you on the top of the stairs. So that's 40 feet to there.
All right. Let me see if I can. There's the new map.
There we go. Oh, it worked.
Did I spend any diagonals getting here?
No.
All right. In that case, it's 5, 10, 15, 20.
All right.
So that's my 60 feet for now. As I'm slowly like floating my way over towards the rest of the party. I imagine I can hear the commotion going on in that room.
Yeah, you definitely can.
Yeah. Place my mask back on just because I find it appealing.
Okay.
That was my action. That was my move. So I'll do that for now.
All right, Asami.
So the creature is not acted in the round yet?
It hasn't acted. It's in the midst of squeezing right now, trying to get through.
Okay.
It will be through this in seconds.
I will say, real quickly, how tall is this room? Like, from floor to ceiling of this room, how tall is it?
10 feet.
Just overall. 10 feet?
Yeah.
All right.
So, cast haste on the people that are near me. I think that Arthur's out of range.
5, 10,
Yeah,
15,
35.
20, 25, 30. Yeah. See, if you cast it on there. 5,
I think
10,
you need to be able to
15,
see me as
20.
well.
Yeah, I have to know you're there, right? I mean, you haven't. She's looking at the monster, not behind her.
Mhm.
She doesn't know you're.
Yeah,
behind.
I haven't alerted you to my presence yet.
Yeah. I want to include you, but I mean, realistically, I don't think she would know you're there yet.
Hey, the long and the short of it, haste on spellcasters is a
I'm
lot.
still on my way over there.
Yeah. Haste on spellcasters, other than movement, it's a waste anyway.
Well, the +1 AC too.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
It's movement. It's
Yeah.
It's also attacks if you're like a touch caster.
Yeah.
but at least our melee.
Or if
folks
you're
are-
like a 3/4, like if you're an oracle who uses a lot of weapon attacks.
Or mages or something like that for sure.
Yeah,
but-
I do think
Yeah.
that
And, like 3/4 BAB type of stuff.
probably better suited to move there.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
If you cast
My turn's
from,
over.
if you cast from there, you could see Arthur.
But then
You-
Luna and the kitty are out of range.
If you cast,
Isn't it 30 feet?
if you cast from there on
No,
Velkeen,
two of which can be 30 feet apart.
if you cast from there centered on Velkeen, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, that will technically get Arthur. Because you can see him, and the center is less than 30 feet from Arthur. And you'd be able to get Midnight as well.
It's not 30-foot radius. It's 30 foot between the two extremes.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Not 30 feet from. Okay.
No, two of which can be more than 30 feet apart. So
Just hit all of you guys. I'll be fine.
yeah, I'm
I don't
not
make a
trying
lot of
to-
weapon attacks. I don't
Yeah,
typically
I'm
get
not
hit.
trying to not include you, but I don't think the rules.
I
would
also
let-
have fly, so I have a 60-foot move. I'm fine.
Yeah. Just for grins, I'm gonna perceive just to see if I see Arthur.
You understand that being a fly isn't good around
mean-
a spider.
Typically, when you're in battle, it's kind of assumed you can see all around you.
Yeah. It would make sense, but you are coming from around the corner of the hallway, and you haven't been here for several rounds too. So.
And you're trying to be eerie. I mean, come on.
I'm also there's no like foot stomps. I'm just sort of like
Right.
floating like a
It's the eerie penalty. You pay everybody pays the
doing it.
eerie price.
yeah.
Trying to be a ghost.
I'm doing the I'm
think-
doing the Skyrim Vampire Lord float forward.
Yeah, there's a
We
there's a
think you're
cost for
dead.
that. There's a cost for that.
Her
They killed her.
performance
It's
is
a
still
ghost.
lingering, so everyone's still getting that. So
All right.
that's it for Asami.
All right, let's. I'm gonna move that one down by Luna. So make that 11.9. Okay, and Zed.
I'm gonna toss my famous acid.
Zed's world famous acid blast.
Ah, Jesus!
Hits the fallen
it's the
door.
Yeah.
Door's taking a
Is
pounding.
that what Makai was aiming at? I'll kill it.
It's all part of the. All right, so I'll take squeezing off. You had your chance. And down into the rooms, you get 3 reasonable targets. Let's go 1 Midnight, 2 Bukai, and 3 Luna. Midnight it is. So it's not a full round attack. So it's going to be the bite. As it gets free of the 26. Just want to check one thing. I think it is just, yeah, okay. Bites down on Midnight, who hisses. The other cap is now alerted. The good people down at the vial station. Luna. Flies up and attacks. I think we're using this +3, right? And the damage is going to be +3. Oh, +2.
Extra attack too.
Almost. Let's see here. Velkeen, top of the next round.
Did Luna get the extra hasted attack?
She did not. Thank you.
I could see Asami going, "Take that extra attack. I gave it to you."
Sacrifice myself for you. Did she missed? Okay.
And this Luna's like, "I don't need no extra attack.
Velkeen will take that extra attack.
I'm a wizard, damn it."
I'm a wizard. $20 is a hit. So might as well do these other at the same time. This is the rapid shot. That's a hit. And this is haste. Okay, so 2 hits. Now that you can see the spider eater in full. It's kind of imposing. The hope is that midnight can take it down before it gets that stinger loose. So hit. And I'll just do another bite for the haste attack. Okay. Yeah. Midnight starts crushing it. Let's see here.
I actually thought it would be a little like have more hit points.
Well, Velkeen did 24 right off the hop.
Oh yeah, okay.
Bakai.
Good thing we have him around, right?
Ooh, I doubled my first to hit.
It's
And with
already
the haste.
It's already dying. There we go. Yeah, it's
all right. Well,
Now it's really dying.
it's really dying. Yeah,
there.
it's ultra dead. I think it was dead already.
All right, I'm getting some new dice. I got to get them ready.
I don't know how. Let's see. I don't know how I would have missed a dead creature with anything over a 2. Let's see here. Make sure I'm putting all these things in the party sheet as they happen. I double check to make sure I give you experience points for all the stuff that you've walked through and such so far. Let's get rid of him. And I've got to... All right, caught up. Arthur.
Hold on, my map is wrong. I gotta switch to the other one. Well, that issue's already been dealt with, but I do not want to be this close to the stairs, considering the fact there's danger coming from there. Can I... So knowing that there are guys down below, the Ettercap has alerted people that there is danger.
Mm-hmm.
And I was aware of that.
Yes.
Can I delay my turn until I see either the Ettercap or any other creature arrive from those stairs? Can I delay my turn until then?
Sure. You know that it'd probably be a new round, no matter what. I mean...
In a round?
Yeah, because it took you 40 feet of movement to go up the stairs and you're flying. So it'd probably be a whole new round. You don't think anybody would be up in this 6 seconds, but maybe 12 or 18 seconds?
All right.
That's your estimate.
Judging by how far they would have to move if they for the next round,
unless they have another way. There's a flight of stairs right to your north on the map. It looks like it just goes up. Nobody's really examined him.
And you said it's the ceiling's 10 feet, so I can't like float high enough to get out of weapon range?
No.
In that case... Yeah, no, in that case, I'd be best off. I'm going to, just as a. Do I already have shield active? Let me check.
Yep.
I do. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and, as my action, I'm going to apply a body shift to myself, which is just a 4-round blur as my bloodline ability.
Okay.
And then I'm going to float my way over to basically get myself closer to the rest of the party,
Okay.
so that I can have some bodies between me and other people's weapons.
All right.
So yeah, as you see Arthur just sort of like floating overhead, like his like clothes billowing a little bit as he makes his way over to you guys. It's like his form sort of like shimmering. If you've seen, I don't know if any of the people here have seen the blur effect, but you know, where it's just like his body itself, like it seems like it's just like weird, like
Yeah.
I guess the best way to describe it is sort of, you know how you look outside when it's like summer and
Yeah,
like
it's hot.
the air itself is like it's
Kinda
kind of like
shimmers.
that where he shimmers.
That happens here a lot in
Yeah.
southern New Mexico. It's so hot.
Yeah,
I think you
yeah,
guys
he
have
has the
seen this.
shimmering
You guys
form.
have seen the blur before. The shimmer.
Yeah, I've cast it before. Yeah, I will. I have not much else I can do other than that for right now.
That's
so
what
I'm
we
going
describe, but nobody thinks it's odd that you're floating.
Yeah.
to. No, you've seen me fly before. I've cast a spell in front of you guys.
Yeah, there
I've
was
cast the spell before. Yeah,
you were flying in the chase to get the deacon.
I see I missed the kills, but that's fine. There's always next time.
Asami.
Anyone following you?
Oh, definitely. That
Okay.
that creature from downstairs alerted some people.
I will take the hint then. I wonder what's in this room. Can I step in the room and look around? Make that my turn.
Yeah, for sure. In this room here.
I see an S there. I don't think Asami sees it, but I want a reason to see it, and I'm hoping perception is that reason.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
If not, though, I completely understand. If
Yeah,
it's
you
not
do.
good
You
enough.
see like a panel in the wall that looks like it shifts.
Okay, I'll take note of that, and we'll see what happens next round.
I have to.
Oh, I
have to
forgot to
burn
push the
that.
button.
There we go.
Push the button.
Zed.
We've been to the room to the north, right?
No.
We have not been to the room to the north. With that big... Oh, I'm sorry. We've been to the spider web, right? Webby
You
room?
looked in.
Yeah, you've looked into the spider. We've been in that most center room that connects to the sewers,
This was
and we've been downstairs.
This was the description for the spider webby room. The floor in this chamber has almost totally collapsed, forming a jagged ledge around the room's perimeter that seems held up only by sheets of dusty webs. So there's...
All right.
And Arthur's seen the chamber below that, roughly the same shape.
Yeah, that's where in terms of like the shape, that's where the adder cap was.
Yeah, give us just roll your intelligence, Arthur.
All right. Very good, actually.
Okay, so when the Ettercap got his hackles up, it was looking up.
And
You
you-
just
When it got its what up?
hackles, just when it kind of changed its demeanor, and then moved over to the door and started speaking to whoever's beyond the door. Just prior to that, it was looking up.
So it either has a way to get up. So it either has a way to get up there quickly, or it sensed something in there. Is what I'm getting.
Yep, it's either or maybe something else you hadn't thought of.
I'm just going to do a heal on Kai.
Okay,
So 12 points.
nice.
That's it. Ooh. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
That's 15. Bring it. But to somebody else.
Luna. I'm just moving tokens. Velkeen and Midnight will go along with whatever you guys want to do. Bakai.
All right, we see nothing, right?
No, you don't see anything in here. I mean, other than the Aranea that you killed.
Yeah.
Well, I guess when you kill her, she reverts back to her normal form, which is that of a spider, like a human-headed spider. And then this spider eater insect thing, which is normally their enemies.
Well, here goes nothing. Open the door, look inside, potentially close the door if there's movement.
All right, excellent. So what we have here is a chandelier illuminates book-filled piles of crates covering this library's wooden floor. Finely carved bookcases line the walls, their contents disgorged and incomplete. Glass domes protect various precious relics, though many appear to be missing. And also you can see kind of like an archway beyond the that chamber to the north from the initial entry room, where it's kind of webbed up.
Okay, nothing moving inside.
Doesn't appear to be anything inside.
20, 25, 30. All right. That'll be it.
All right.
She has more speed if you want to move her more.
Yeah, because you're hasted.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I'm dead, 15.
All right, let's.
Yeah, there's no door here, I don't believe.
Right, this I can see into the webbing.
Yeah, give us a perception check.
Oh, the guy's anti-skill.
What do you got? You got a 14, hey? Okay. All right, well, you see. Let's see, it's got 2 spells going, so.
A floaty shifty thing that's the counter of our floaty shifty thing.
Now, let's see here. So that's already been cast. You don't actually see a figure, but you can see, I'm going to turn on the pinger in the web room. You see the web moving in this general area.
All right, well, in case it has the ability to shoot out, she comes back
Okay.
and says, something is moving in there. All right, Arthur.
Well, if I'm told there's something moving in there, then I'm gonna go ahead and float my way over. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, so I can get a quick glance in there real quick.
Yep. It's perception,
Another perception.
please.
I always have to find the skill because I lose. Every time I'm used to the sheet, I unlearn it the next time we play.
I think if you hit just senses, it'll automatically do a perception check right on page 1.
I always forget about that, like I said.
It's okay.
It's because I have no special sense, so there's no like thing down there that makes me look at it.
I'm gonna start calling you Fred Astaire if you're floating around the room.
Yeah, I think that was 35 feet of movement, or was that 40? It was 35.
So
5, 10,
in the web,
35.
Oh, you have 60 flag, right?
yeah, in the web right there, you see a camouflaged another one of those RNA, but this one in humanoid form, and just its movement, ever so slowly, catches your eye, and you can see it, the outline of it. It is bipedal humanoid with a spider head.
Quickly looking at something. Can I determine whether or not it'd be susceptible to my scare spells? Because they do have a hit dice cap.
Okay, so in order to... So it's a magical beast, so I need a knowledge arcana.
All right.
Okay. Unless it has some levels, more than likely. You know that an Aranea, normally, it's like a magical spider, would be susceptible. Because it's 5, right?
Yes, 5 or lower I can affect.
Yeah, normally would, so. Unless it's advanced. You also know 2 other things about Araneas, too, if you want. You know that mostly, a lot of times they're spellcasters, and that they can change shape, and I'll give you one other thing. They go kind of like between a spider form and a humanoid form, which isn't the humanoid spider that you saw downstairs, oddly enough.
What kind of magic do they specialize in specifically?
Arcane.
Like any like schools?
Yeah, like black magic, arcane. Generally, depends. It's as varied as any other kind of wizard.
Do they cast like a sorcerer or as a wizard?
They cast as a wizard.
Okay. Well, in any case...
Oh, pardon me,
how
as a
far back-
sorcerer. I was wrong.
I mean more in the case of spontaneous versus prepared.
Yeah,
type.
Spontaneous.
In that case, I will... How far back can I move while still seeing it?
Now that you spotted it, you can, as long as you can keep your line of sight.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to, because I want to move myself over around here just to build some good distance, as I'm going to hit that thing with a big old scare.
Okay.
I don't see any other targets in there, so I'm not going to hit secondary people, but that's fine.
What's the
range on scare?
not the range, the area of effect?
1 living creature per 3 levels, no 2 of which can be more than 30 feet apart.
Okay.
And at my current caster level, that'd be actually 3 people.
Okay, you have
because
to,
I have some stuff.
You have to see it to target it?
Technically, no.
Kind of like a fireball.
I don't think I technically need to target them, but I have to choose the 3 targets.
Oh, okay.
I have to choose my targets, I think. Or it's up to the DM, I'd say, how that works. If you allow it to hit, like, supplemental... Because I'd like to hit everybody in there, I just only see this one target, so I'm only focusing on this one target.
Yeah.
I just don't know if there's anybody in there.
There's another one in the radius. You can't see it, though. Like, it's downstairs. It's the Ettercap downstairs.
All right.
It's within the radius of that spell. Like, it's
whether
basically basically
Yeah, whether or
15
not
feet
you'll let
below
me-
it.
Yeah, whether or not you'll let me target it is up to the DM, I'd say.
Okay, so I'll let you target. Can you target on the tracker?
I can. Let me see. I do not believe so.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll just
Also,
roll.
I was wrong.
Okay.
My guess level's 8, actually. It's only 9 for overcoming stuff, so I can affect 2 targets.
Okay. All right. You can. I'll roll. See if it affects the eder cap as well. So it's
All right.
So it's will, right?
It's a will save, DC
Yeah.
25 because of my thing.
Okay, it's 12. So you can put the effect on them anyway. Yeah, it was both of them
Did
fail.
I?
Yeah.
Oh, did I also target the eder cap?
You didn't have to. He was actually within the radius. He's downstairs like 15 feet.
No,
Basically,
I'm saying, did I roll that? I apparently
I
rolled
did
that
it.
at the eder cap. I guess.
I did it. Yeah, I did it.
My apologies.
Yep, you can
Well, in
put the
that case,
effects
if
on them.
a 23 still fails, since they both fail, that's going to be 8 rounds of frightened for them.
Yep.
As I flood their minds with this terrible, primal fear.
All right.
Just with a couple hand signs, a small bit of a few small chants, and their attitudes change immediately. As that is my turn for right now.
Okay. Nicely done.
I will then watch as they flee. To those of you who enjoy chasing down fleeing dogs, I'd recommend going after them. I say it throughout the message to everybody.
Asami.
Okay, we hear that. It seems like the combatants are taken care of, so I'm going to see where this heads since I found it with a perception check.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Slide open, or is it
Yeah,
like a locked?
it slides open. It's almost like a false panel. It looks like it opens into a closet. Let's see here.
Okay.
Find the actual.
Is there anything on the floor or anything stashed in this closet?
There are a bunch of cultist cloaks and robes, and there's a couple boxes, and it looks like there's a path. You can see the door into the chamber to the north, right in front of you, and there's a 5-foot path in between, just maybe some cultist junk, and a whole bunch of. You can even see a couple spider web sickles and maybe a crossbow or a couple sets of boots and stuff like that. Doesn't look like anything particularly valuable, but if you want to disguise yourself as a cultist, you'd have the accoutrements here to do so.
Okay, that may come in handy later. Is this door in front of me locked?
Not at all. It's and it's like I say, it's a fairly clear path. It looks like these spider creatures use this path fairly frequently.
I'll crack it open slowly so I don't get ambushed by my companions.
Arthur.
It's me. You know?
Yeah, you guys are on the comm, so
Yep.
it's good.
And then I think that's it. I've opened 2 doors and looked around. It's a lot.
All right,
I gotta push the button.
Zed. There is a room up above, Zed. There's a 3rd floor. I don't know if you guys ever came to the realization that it was like there's a set of spiral stairs that goes up that you guys saw, and then there's kind of like almost like an attic or something like that up above it. It's hard to make out. It's pretty dark up there. And you can kind of see kind of webby kind of material kind of hanging down.
I'll tell you a quick story. This week, I played Hero Quest with my 10-year-old and 13-year-old for the first time, and my wife. They ran off in different directions. Things didn't go well. I'm sticking with the pack. I'm coming in here.
The split the party never, well, hardly ever goes well. You got Luna loves splitting the party, and it works out. It's good fun.
I'm just coming up and hanging because I get an AC boost by being near Makai.
Okay. So the Eder cap. Luna. Luna will come flying through. Goes right between Asami's legs. Bursts open the door. Ruffles Arthur's feathers. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So it's movement rate plus 30, correct?
Yes, you get a 30-foot enhancement to your movement.
Okay. So she flies up to the Aranea and tries to slam her. It's almost like a whirlwind buzzing through the house. It's a miss. $35 feet to there. 40.
Razel is frightened.
Rizelle is frightened, so that means she has to flee or has panicked.
Both panicked and flee make you, and frightened make you flee. Panicked makes you drop what you're holding and flee at a random any random space, like just run away randomly. Frightened, you get to choose the path of your flight.
Okay.
But you still must run away from the source as quickly as you can.
Okay.
Once they are out of sight or hearing of the source of their fear, they can act as they want. If they're unable to flee, they can still fight, though they are still shaken.
So she's not coming towards you. She's scrambling through the webs down to the first floor. So I will put her on the first floor.
Is it heading like southward, like in like this map wise, southward, or like
West.
going downward?
West.
So heading towards basically like
She went up towards the wall and then kind of headed west towards the door that the Eder cap looked in and talked. If you had a frame of reference, Arthur.
I just realized. This is like, I see like on the map, this is like collapsed in and just leads right down, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. I was misreading the map. Okay.
So there's multiple ways up and down. So 5, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 also. $40. Velkeen. I'm going to give Velkeen a perception check to see if he hears them coming up the stairs. I'm pretty sure he would. They do have rogue levels and stuff like that, but they're moving at basically quadruple the speed you'd have to move to be stealthy. So that's no bueno for that. Yeah. Velkeen says on the comms, they're gathering in the room up here. And he... Oh, that's the wrong guy. Yep, there's two.
Velkeen says they're gathering where he is.
By the stairs. There's two.
I smile at two.
And he kind of ducks back down at the corner. And Midnight joins him. $30 to there. They look like Bucky stood chuckling. And he says, I think they're setting up an ambush. Bakai.
On the stairs?
By the stairs.
Alright.
Yeah, in the room by the stairs.
There's really no way to move around the webs without risking entanglement, right?
He's talking about the north stairs, correct?
Yeah,
I'm
the
guessing
south
it's the
stairs.
spiral ones. Yeah.
The one that leads upward?
The one that you went down and up.
So this north one, the spiral. So that one leads upward or downward?
That one leads up, but I'm talking about
Okay.
they came up the very southernmost stairs into the drawing room. The stairs that you took multiple times.
Yeah, I'm asking because I don't know if they're here yet, but they're not on the map.
Oh yeah,
They're on the south stairs?
south stairs. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't.
didn't mean to interrupt you, but I wanted to clarify.
Yeah,
My apologies.
I didn't unhide them.
Oh, she runs and reach one.
Okay.
Because,
Yeah. So he's kind of hunkered down to the corner, getting ready to jump out and go, ha ha. And Bakai, moving at unnatural speed, catches him with his trousers down.
at least she can roll higher than a 3.
Yeah.
Did.
More than likely. Heavy.
Back. And because she basically used the extra movement, she doesn't get the extra attack? Or
No, you don't
No,
get.
you need to do a full attack to do that.
Yeah.
The
The only,
extra
the only
attack.
time you get the extra attack is when you move like less than 5 feet.
All right. And
Yeah,
that's
when you take
it.
the full attack action.
Okay. That's Bakai. Whoops.
Arthur,
There we go.
you're asking about moving around in those webs. Let me give you that description again.
Okay.
For this chamber is totally collapsed, forming a jagged ledge around the room. The perimeter seems held up only by sheets of dusty webs. So to actually go from one floor to the next, you'd have to go through those sheets of dusty webs.
Yeah, and I can't like float my way down there to like make it easier.
You wouldn't have to worry about gravity so much. You still wouldn't be able to.
It would just be the webs itself. It's
Yeah,
the physical mass.
yeah, you'd be touching the webs.
Considering the fact, since if they can't see me, then they won't be affected by the fear much until they have line of sight of me again or can hear me.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll be able to act again. However, considering the fact that I heard that there is an ambush down to the south, I do wonder if it's more important that I head down there to deal with them, or if I should make myself seen to the people I've already frightened to basically stoke their fears. Because see, Luna's coming down there.
Yeah, Luna's. She doesn't have to worry about things like poison or. I guess she'd still have to worry about getting entangled.
Yeah, here's the thing. Okay, so I'm not very strong. So if I get entangled, I'm getting caught. So it might be best. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna head down south, try to frighten these guys, and head down these stairs and try to basically catch those two downstairs.
Okay.
So that's gonna be it's 5, 10. That's gonna be 20, I believe, because of 2 diagonals. 25, 30, 35. I think that's 45. 50, 55, 60. So if I cut a lot of corners, I can get to there in 60.
Yeah, and you can see them. You can see one of them at least.
Yeah. And since I was able to target the other guy without exact line of sight,
You know that Bakai's fighting one that you can kind of see him.
yeah,
You don't know how many other ones. There's 2 that you see for sure. You don't know how many other ones there
yeah,
are.
I would not be able to target this guy.
You can target the guy in front of Bakai and the guy diagonal southeast.
In that case, since I'm already within close range, I may as well just hit him with the first level version. Because this guy's very likely going to get taken down. Then again, if I frighten him, then he'll have to run away, and then that'll cause him to... No, you know what? I'm too stingy with my spell slots. I'm targeting both of them with Scare.
Okay.
I need to use more of my spell slots, because I always have access spell slots.
When have you ever needed more spell slots?
Well, they're both definitely affected by this.
They're definitely affected. You can put your effects on them.
As I whisper terrible nightmares into them.
Yeah, as you say that. Yeah.
If you value your lives, I'd recommend running as fast as you possibly can.
All right, let's see here. He is...
And to make it known, I have not touched the ground once. Walking is beneath me for at least 6 more minutes.
So this guy looks like one of those... Now that you see them, they look like those shiver dealers. Same kind of... Like, almost like cult toughs. So let's see here. Five, 15. He's going to try to get to here, so he's going to have to make an acrobatics check. What is Bakai CMD?
CMD is 23.
23, so not good enough. So you get an attack of opportunity on Shiver Dealer number 2.
Shiver 2. That's
Number 2?
Let me zoom in.
That's the
We see a number 4.
number 4. Yeah, yeah, number 4.
Okay. All right. Wait.
Use the wrong order. It's okay. He's hurt.
There you go.
Okay. So I will...
Excuse me, left your spleen.
Ran right into your blade.
Yeah.
I think you dropped this.
Your liver, your appendix. You don't need that.
He hears the companions go into the hallway.
Yeah, there's another battle in that same room. This kind of sitting room.
That's 55 for one move.
So you can see Shiver Dealer 4. You got pretty good line of sight.
The guy that's with the red circle underneath him, right?
Yeah. The other guy, you know he's there. Like you can see his arms and stuff. You don't have like a great shot at him. But if you had to target him with a spell, you could.
This will be a great shot. So
Yeah.
magic missile.
Yeah, magic missile will be fine. just have line of effect, which you do.
So, why does it have several damage options here?
How many dice are you rolling?
The magic missile has multiple different ones because it's for the number of missiles you actually fire. Like, let's say you fire 2 darts at one guy, 3 darts at another. If you have 9 caster levels, it's so you can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything I have at the one guy can see because I can't see anyone else.
Okay. So how many
Yeah,
how many darts do
That's
you
why
get?
there's multiple dice.
Yep. So it gives me the option of 5d4.
Yeah, but can you fire 5?
Seems
What's
high.
your caster level?
It seems high. Yeah.
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 Whatever-
It just
You
gives
guys.
you all of them, even when you have the max number.
Exactly. Whatever the most you can fire is what you can fire.
I think it's 1 plus 2 for every 2 cast levels
Well,
beyond that.
No,
so
it's
you
one.
should be able to fire 4.
So it's 1
I'll
at
read the
first,
description.
2 at third, 3
For
at
every
fifth.
2 cast
So be
levels
fourth.
beyond first.
So before 4. It's 4 missiles.
It says I can do 4 at 7, so I'll do
Yeah.
4.
So it's 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take that. So her magic missiles, I don't remember if I've described this yet, but it sounds to me like this is very Asami like. It's like bacon sizzling on skin.
And he goes down.
Yeah, so he's fried. She's from a farm. What do you expect?
Zed.
Right. So we're leaving the room up there. And okay. Where's there's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm just you know what? I'm hasted. Da 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 da. Is it? I guess I would be in melee, so I'm going to shoot the
Yeah, if you
number
do
1.
number 1 is technically not.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm
do
gonna go
you
after
not have precise strike or
No.
precise shot?
No, I'm a caster, not a wizard. A caster.
Yeah. It's worth investing in if you're specializing in
Oops.
touchdowns, but
That's okay. You hit.
Actually,
You hit
if
the
it's a
first.
secondary thing, yeah.
That might be enough. Oh, almost takes him down. No, it just gets the party
No,
started
that-
on him. He was unhurt.
Yeah, I was just grazing him just to get his attention,
All right.
and then we'll unleash the wizard, Luna. Oh, or is there something else? It didn't go to
Nope.
Luna, which usually means you've inserted some monsters.
Yes.
Don't worry, they'll die soon enough.
You bastard.
Luna. Naz is in the house.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Some chaos upstairs. There's you were changing or chasing an Aranea through the webs. That's where you were in the room.
Okay.
It had fled. You don't have to be in there. You're still in your elemental form, so you could easily have flown to wherever.
You're also affected by haste, so you've got a lot of movement speed.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
I think I got
Yeah.
like 90 or something like that.
No, it's 130.
Oh, right, they have 100-foot speed, don't they?
Yeah. So
So, yeah, you can go anywhere you want, more or less.
you can go anywhere you want.
Yeah, I have 60, and I was able to get from here, like from that, like basically the far left of the map to here.
The Aranea and the Ettercap are on the first floor of the house, and Arthur's affected their minds, and they're fleeing. There's a battle up here with, it looks like cult thugs and that sort of thing that came up from the first floor.
I'll follow the fleers.
Okay. So let's put you down on the first floor. So this is where you would have started. You would have flown down through some webs, and as you're flying through, you see some... let's give us a perception check, please. as you're flying through the webs. Okay, so you don't see that. But you do see the Aranea at the... it looks like it's definitely a door. It's the chamber with the shiver stills down below. To get down there, you have to fly through some webs. And we said, because you're still in the air elemental form, you don't have to worry about poison. So we don't have to do anything there. And let me just see if there is... Up in this room, though, up in the top floor, as you're flying through the webs, there's a dream haunt. You can hear the chittering of spiders increasing in volume as you go through the web, and it just seems to builds to a cacophony. And let's see here, I've got
That don't scare me.
You're afraid of no ghosts? Okay, let's see what Babel does. Spell causes the target to break into a fit of bizarre, uncontrollable babbling. The target also becomes nauseated. If the target succeeds at its save, the effects end. If not, the creature continues babbling and is nauseated for the entire duration. Which is not good. That's 8 rounds.
Okay, I don't feel good.
So that was there in the room. Let's see here. So you still want to chase, or do you want to do something else?
I'll go back. I can't. I can.
You
I can't
can
really
get,
do much.
yeah, you can get out of there.
Yeah.
Feel free to move your mini. You can do a movement every round. You just can't cast spells and that kind of stuff. What's your 12? Okay, so let's see here. This might be the guy downstairs. Yeah, it is. Okay. At the top of the stairs. A masked gentleman. Let's see if we can share this. Sharing. Here we go. With the dagger. Comes to the top of the stairs. He looks like maybe the leader of the thugs. And he's going to finish his movement right there. Round number 5. This guy's frightened, so he's got to flee. Is he allowed to tumble when he flees?
It says that he, quote, in addition, they must flee from the source of their fear as quickly as they can. Duration of their... All it states is that they must flee from the source of their fear as quickly as they can. They choose the paths of their flight. So I assume the implication is if they have any special abilities that let them do it either safer or faster, they will take those, like teleportation, flight, or tumbling. At least that's my interpretation.
Tumbling slows you down, but I mean, it's safer. He would probably try to do a roll through that space to get away from Bakai.
Yeah.
So 23, what we're going to say was what's the DC?
I would personally interpret it as fast as they can, while also at the least risk.
Yeah.
If they must choose between slower but safer and faster but riskier, they'll choose slower.
Oops.
So Bakai hits.
That's how I'd roll.
Yeah.
I'm aimed at 2. Let me clear my targets.
Let's see here. Whichever one. I think they both hit. So
Let me
Shiver Dealer 3 is in a world of hurt.
aim back at him and give him some damage.
Does Bakai have combat reflexes?
Yes.
All right.
Wait, let me make sure I'm not mixing games. Feats, combat reflexes. Yep.
Okay. So I think just the one, the AOO, though. The movement can't. Yeah, so 10. So that's 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. And I'll put him downstairs. 50, 55, 60. Shiver Dealer number 1, same thing. The only logical place to go would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. $45, 50, 55, 60. Velkeen. Okay, got a new target, so he's going to step out here, do a 5 foot, and target that dude.
He is within point-blank shot range.
Sure is. And he's going to do rapid fire. He's still hasted for 4 more rounds.
There's going to be a lot of arrows coming his way.
Oh, that's a critical hit. And it's also the haste attack. And the rapid shot attack. Okay. So this one here should be critical. It's not. So I think it's shift, right? Yeah, there we go. There's the critical hit. Okay. And then 2 more. So he basically steps up the stairs and Velkeen fills him full of arrows.
His name is Petrol.
Gets hit by the dragon's dogma triple shot.
Yep.
Instantly destroyed.
So let's see. I think he still is unidentified. Oh, there he is. He might have some interesting equipment before I throw him to the wolves. I will put his stuff in the party sheet for you. And then we'll delete him off of here. Because he's dead.
We have so much stuff we need to sell off.
Midnight. We'll just stay with Velkeen. Shiver dealer number 4. He's dying.
Somebody had a talisman of good fortune. Didn't seem to help.
Might have been that guy. Bakai. Back to the top of... Nope. No, we're not.
All right.
There we go. Still Bakai, though. Thought we were a new round.
I'm looking around.
2 guys
leader's
just...
dead?
Yeah, the leader just got basically pasted. He took
Right.
28, 39, 46 points of damage.
All right, she's running down after him.
Okay, let me... first floor you. There you are. All right, you should be...
It's right up to him.
Yep, there you go.
Oh, it's already targeted. Good fortune. Damn. Good fortune. All right, that was Bakai.
Oh, he missed. Okay. Arthur.
All right, Arthur is going to, now that those issues have been dealt with, he's going to follow Bakai and float his way 5, 10, 15, float his way over here, and then head down himself.
Okay, I'll put you on the map there.
All right, so I imagine this guy over here is blocking the doorway.
Yeah, he's trying to get through. He won't be there for very long.
Am I able to get to here? Like, how high are these railings?
You can fly right over them. It's not a problem.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna step there for now, so I'm not blocking space.
Sure thing.
I would love to get in there, but there's not much I can do, unfortunately. I can finish the man off. And I will, actually.
Okay.
As I'm also going to cast Magic Missile his way. My castle for evocation's a bit lower.
Give me a
but-
perception check while you're there. But go ahead.
All right. I use the sense button this time.
Okay. Yep, go ahead.
All right. I will go ahead and fire those missiles his way.
Okay. Oh, and it drops him dead.
Yeah. Since my magic missile comes from the spell page, it's a very traditional, just the three glowing darts that like radiate this light as they basically just like blast into his body. Not quite piercing him, but bludgeoning him deeply, like definitely breaking something as he falls to the ground and tumbles.
I'm going to throw all their gear in the party sheet for you, too.
I think your way forward is cleared now.
So
Cut them all down.
as you do that, you can hear soft chuckling in your mind. And it's funny that you've just killed him like that and said that. It's funny. It's really funny. It's extremely funny. Asami.
If whoever started is trying to guilt trip me for murdering a man, I simply don't care.
10. Okay, I'm at 61 movement at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay,
To get on the other map.
there you are, bottom of the stairs.
And I guess we see these two clowns.
Yes. And you can, you see the two clowns? You can give me a perception check.
Okay.
Magic number is 15. Okay.
14.
Fire, do it. Do what you do.
I don't know if I want to do anything amazing or not.
You can see them trying to flee. They're trying. One guy's trying to get away.
They're trying to flee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am within his visual range now.
Yeah. And you see Arthur's at the side of the stairs, and
Yeah.
he's got a smirk on his face.
All right.
Yeah, and I did speak aloud, so he did hear me.
I think we'll do a weird words on this guy. I just randomly picked. Oh, why can't I target?
One or two.
One.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not able to target them unless I'm doing it wrong. Here we go. Yep. It needs to be within 30 feet for spell work, or it's not a spell, it's spell-like ability, but
Yeah.
it's a touch attack. Weird words again, and the last word she used was, I forget now. But she just mumbles some gibberish. That's kind of weird. I have no idea if that hit is. That is not going to hit. So I'm not,
She's trying to think of the word of fear of ducks staring at her.
I saw it. I didn't want to. I couldn't pronounce it, so I was going to save it for later.
That's
So
funny.
yeah, I mean, I
My
like this
favorites.
ability, but I have not rolled well with it collectively. So anyway, she says some gibberish and nothing happens.
All right.
For a skilled sound striker, you're not very you don't hit a lot of people with it.
Yeah, I keep rolling shit like that. It's a touch attack. So,
Missing touch attacks is always the saddest
Yeah.
thing.
it is.
Zed.
All right, I put a new word for you. In general. All right. She goes rushing forward.
All right.
Takes the aim. She's never for subtlety, so goes for the guy in front of her.
No, this is Zed, not Bukai. We're on different.
Oh. Then she backs up. 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 40.
Throw you on the other map. You heading
All
down?
right, then I am heading down
Okay.
and tossing some acid his way.
All right. I'll get a perception check from you as well. Acid hits.
And there's that, and then we'll do the perception. There we go. Not much.
Okay. All right. Header cap. Luna. Babylon. I'm going to check Babel. Do you get a save every round on with Babel? Like,
For nauseated or
not for nauseated, but for the Babel part. Let me see here. No, it continues babbling and the nauseated for the duration. Okay. You can still move, though. Did you do any funky movements, or where are you here?
I don't know where I am.
You're,
Oh, there it is.
yeah.
There it is.
You can be out of
I'll
there.
go back. Yeah, go back to the potty.
Okay, the party's downstairs.
What-
Over.
What does it look like when an air elemental vomits?
I don't know.
Rainbows. It's totally rainbows.
Yeah, just like a mist.
The ultimate dry heave.
Yeah, or the ultimate wet heave.
Yeah.
All right. So you can move. Do you want to move on to the other map, or do you want to just stay up here?
Yeah, I just want to be where the party is because I can't do anything except move.
Okay, so if you get to like the top of the stairs, you can look downstairs and then still see up here, or do you want to go all the way downstairs?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. All right. That's the Babel effect there. Phil is first floor. Ladies' undergarments and household items. Let's see here. Whilst frightened, still casting spells. I'm going to give her a spellcraft check to see if she kind of understands what's going on. She doesn't have it. Okay, knowledge arcana she does have. Probably not for... what level spell is that, Arthur? Is that second?
Which spell of mine?
The one you used on the spiders upstairs.
The one that frightened them? That is
Yeah.
scare. Second level spell.
Second level spell? Okay. So she was the one that would have seen you cast it, so she would have been able to identify it with that. So now she gets that, and... Okay. Shiver dealer number 1 runs... Now he has to deal with the babble effect that's going on. So I'll give him a... We'll say, oh, he's toast. Yeah, okay. So he gets to the door and he's nauseated there. Let's see, put the effect on him. He's going through what Luna's going through. Velkeen joins the party. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay, I'll move him downstairs. Put Luna on the map too down there. Just put Luna like right here. Upstairs, downstairs, and I'll throw Midnight with Velkeen. It sounds like a late night show. Midnight with Velkeen. All right, so now you see it, and you see Arthur's laughter has grown to it's gone from like a chuckle to a cackle. And then it's kind of like it's taken on a life of its own. And from a mist in the middle of the room, wild cacophonous laughter. That's going to affect everybody within 30 feet except for Luna, who's upstairs. Technically.
I heard from Keith he got tied up in something personal. That's all he told me.
Yeah, no worries.
I don't know if he said anything to you or not.
No, I haven't heard. It's okay, though. Not a problem.
Yeah, these things happen.
Yeah, they sure do. So let's see here. Let's get that, and that.
Uh-oh.
I don't.
It's a lot of that.
I don't think this will work on. I think you have to be a humanoid for this to work. So what do we got here? We've got success. Velkeen failure. Success. It's handy.
I see that my effects actually worked, because I assume this is fear with that plus 14.
No, it is hideous laughter.
In that case, I should not have a big plus 5 to that. I don't know why that's applying.
Probably just because it's on the combat tracker.
I try to set that to just only affecting fear, but I guess that doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way.
Well, regardless, that'd be a 21 then.
Yeah, that's still enough to pass. So Velkeen, just prone on the ground. Thinks it's the funniest thing he's ever heard or seen. Bakai. Do you
That's
have
funny.
penalty for hideous laughter for Bakai?
Uh,
I think there were.
penalty?
I thought there
No.
was.
Oh, she's very susceptible to things.
Yeah.
It's just a kind of a flavor one if you want to do a -2 or something.
Oh, okay. So she'd still save with that. The DC
Yeah.
is 20, so.
She's no perception, no impulse control.
Okay.
All right. She doesn't see what did that, right? Or is that unidentified blob it?
I don't know. She can hear the laughter in the room. It's another one of these dream haunts, and it's going off right now. She's seen it a few times now.
Is it seeable, I guess?
Yeah, it's seeable. It's seeable.
All
It's
right.
attackable. It's stoppable.
And she will spend a little bit of time going around the room to come back the other side.
It doesn't act. They don't actually attack physically, so she wouldn't. She knows enough about them that they don't have AOs
All right.
or anything like that.
I'm just okay. So no flank then for other people.
No.
Okay. Well, then she's
It's just
up to
like
one.
a little. Yep, that works. It's just like a little breach from the dream world that you can. It's almost got
Alright.
a personality.
Tries to shove it back into the rift.
Arthur.
I'm gonna quickly, with a bit of movement, I'm gonna quickly move up here real quick.
Okay.
I'll just quick another couple more times. Looking in this room, how high is the ceiling in this room? Is this like a bigger room, or is it still the same? Like
This is 15 feet down here.
15, you say?
10 feet upstairs, 15 down here.
Interesting. While I can help deal with that, I'd rather try to neutralize this guy and make sure I'm visible to this guy at all times. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to float 15 feet up.
Uh-huh.
So I'm sort of like getting in the center around here-ish.
Okay.
And just so I'm visible to this guy, and just to make this guy also disrupted, I'm going to target the guy south of me, Shiver Dealer 2, with the first level Cause Fear spell.
All right.
Once I find it. There it went.
Okay, that's a failure.
All right. So he's not going to be frightened for as long as if I had cast Scare, but he's still going to be frightened for a while.
Yeah. Long enough to die.
Yeah, it's a D4 number of rounds.
Yep, 2 rounds.
It'd be wise to scatter.
And you can hear, but not see, a voice in your mind that you think is in your mind, but it's quite physical. And it... Are you still concealed?
No. I am 15 feet up, unless the
Yeah.
thing has either reach or is flying up
It's
to me.
flying.
Yeah, I do not... my blur ended, I think, like a round or two ago.
Okay. So as it slams into you, you hear, "You would have been wise not to have come here."
As I imagine it slams me.
It just slams, like, almost... It would have knocked you over if you were on your feet. Shiver Dealer number 2. He's got... Okay, he can go this way. I didn't realize that there was an opening there. Didn't realize there was an opening in the wall there. I thought that was like wall straight across. So you would
The DM gets to say it's a wall.
Yeah. Let's say it's a wall, because you guys would have seen them all. You're down here enough. So I'm going to say he has to go... he'll go under you. What, you're 15 feet up, aren't you? Or 10 feet
I am
up?
15 feet up.
Okay.
I am as high as I can be, so I can be out of. If there were other melee people like in hiding, I couldn't see, so they wouldn't be able to hit me as easily.
Okay.
Was my idea.
He's going to go this way, though. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and then he's going to have to take a round to open those doors. Sami. Let's see here. This is technically... you've seen something rock Arthur up by the ceiling.
Okay.
You see his hair kind of whoosh back, and you heard something almost like a wind.
Okay, I'm going to perceive that area, see if I
Sure.
see the threat.
Sure thing. I don't think...
Which direction did he take the blow from?
It looked like from the west.
Okay. So as a move action, she's going to inspire courage with everybody,
Okay.
giving her cheerleader routine to tell everybody they kick ass. Let me undo that. And I think I'm going to help Arthur out here. Maybe. I hope I don't actually hurt Arthur in the process of trying to help. Okay, I'm getting a spell ready.
Okay.
It says... So range is 100 plus 10 foot of level, so I have 170 foot. Range is not the problem.
Is it glitter dust?
10-foot radius, and I want the radius to end where it does not affect Arthur's square.
Yeah. Okay. So
I
let's...
don't want to blind Arthur, or it's temporary, but still, that's not the goal. So I go to the left of Arthur far enough to where I know he's not covered by it. Yeah, over just a little more, I guess, just a hair. Okay,
Right there?
obviously, well, one touch over, so that square in front of Arthur's covered, but not Arthur. Yeah, that's fine. As long as that square. Let me get my pinger here.
As long as the square right beside Arthur's.
Yeah, that's my target. I want that affected, and the more squares near it, the better. But that's my goal.
Okay. All right.
Because I think I saw him take a hit from the west, not the southwest or the northwest. Yeah, right,
Yeah.
That's what perception showed. Okay,
Absolutely.
so that's my goal.
So let's...
Let me hit a glitter dust here. Cast.
You get a physical description now as the glitter kind of settles on something solid. No true form can be detected, yet a sense of force and hulking malevolence is undeniable in this creature's presence. But you get kind of a shape that the glitter... Well, of course, that
He
doesn't
needs to
work.
make a will DC 16 for
Yes.
the blinded part. But yeah.
He fails, so you can put it on him.
Test. Okay, I already did. I should have waited.
That's okay.
Yeah.
He gets to
And then
save
I
every
wanna-
round.
Yeah. Oh, that's why. And then, I think I want a 5-foot step out of that direct south line.
Okay, yeah, you can make it an Arcana check too.
Okay. And I think that'd be it for my turn. I'm done. Skills, Arcana, where are you? Knowledge.
Yeah, that's
Solid roll.
an invisible stalker. That is like a version of like an air elemental. It's almost like what Luna is right now. It's just naturally invisible. What would you like to know?
Okay.
You can know two things with that roll.
So it's like an air. Does it have properties of an elemental, or is it different?
It has some properties of an elemental. It does actually. It is an.
So it's gonna have
its type
DR
is
and all that stuff.
It doesn't have DR, so that's one thing. You're good.
Okay.
Doesn't have any damage reduction per se. It's more of a physical form that's
Yeah, with
naturally
it-
invisible.
common. If it's naturally visible and it has properties of an air elemental, what is there a specific thing it's weak to, like its opposite?
No, not like like an air elemental gets attacked by earth and you get a bonus and stuff
Yeah,
like that. It
yeah.
doesn't have that.
Okay, but it can fly.
It has
Obviously.
it can fly and it's got the same immunities like poison, sickness, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
It's probably not. It's probably immune to fear and stuff like
She
that.
incorporates this information into her pep talk.
Okay.
I think that's what that is. A stalker, Luna, acting like your elemental stuff.
Luna's like she's sprung a leak.
I think that Luna's doing that on purpose because I don't think Luna's capable of failing safe.
It's funny when you guys first came down here. One guy was dressed as a cultist, and the other one was an air elemental, and the guardian of the temple is a air elemental. I was like, what are the chances of that?
I think. Click the button.
Zed, you got the.
See if this haunt takes acid.
Yeah, it does.
All right.
All these haunts and stuff too. They're susceptible to magic and stuff like that. That looks like a hit.
Did it hit?
I don't know.
Targeted, don't it?
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of stopped on 13. I think we froze for a second there. There we go.
And there's a hit. Okay. And damage.
And the laughter has a certain personality too. It's almost like it's definitely female, and it's definitely it almost sounds like old. If you had like in your imagination like an old Disney witch. It's almost like a witch's cackle. That does damage to it, and it
Yeah, that's it.
kind of shakes it a little bit.
All right. I ain't got nothing else.
Luna,
So if it's a Disney villain, is it going to break into song?
it might. All right, so oh, that's the wrong one. That's not working. Is it oh, it's the wrong one. That's why. Okay. Too many haunts. Never thought you'd hear me say that. Where's L? Okay. I don't know how this guy's still alive, but he is. And he opens those doors. And
Isn't he still nauseated? Oh no, it's the other guy.
frightened and nauseated, yeah. He can open the door though, right? He can't move.
You're moving number 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's the other guy. Yes. Thank you. Velkeen. continues laughing. Midnight stays with Velkeen. This was the one. That's the one I wanted to see if I could target everybody. So we don't have to target Velkeen anymore. Come on. DC's a little lower on this one. Okay, it's already on there as such. Asami, do you have any special defenses against a hideous laughter?
Only if it's sonic.
It is Sonic. It's
So I'd add 4 to the save.
okay. So you're good.
All right.
That's just what you need. You need a 16. And it is a sound. You could probably counter it, maybe, because it's the laughter that seems to be almost infectious.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I didn't look up and read the words for hideous laughter if it was counterable or not.
I'm saying it is.
Now,
so
knowing that, I can do that next round. Okay.
Bakai, if it lasts that long, Bakai's on the job.
Mac.
As a strike.
Mac.
Oh, your damage is terrible today.
Is the haste still on or is it off?
No, it's on. I think, unless, yeah, 2 more rounds.
All right, then may not be much damage.
Okay, so
But
it's a hit.
consistent.
Oh, it's a critical hit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mac.
She found an opening in the tear and just ripped it.
Yes. And it goes quiet. Other than Velkeen's laughter. He still has to make a save every round.
Takes a small dab of it and licks it. What's it taste like?
It tastes like kind of like mothballs, kind of like that old woman kind of.
Well, that's not very exciting.
Kind of like dusty hard candy that's lost its flavor.
Oh, is it the licorice with the little beads on it? I love that.
It does kind of taste. It has a taste to it that is. It's kind of reminiscent of, going to grandma's house and something kind of unpleasant. It's got that kind of not chemical flavor, but I can picture it going to my great grandma's house and then eating a candy, and it was just like, oh my god, what is that? That's what it kind of tastes like.
Yeah, my grandparents had that. I put it in the chat. Had that all the time.
Oh yeah, those licorice all sorts. Yeah, I'm talking that ribbon kind of hard candy with the stripes in it. That all kind of just fuses together into one clump if you've left it out for more than 12 hours.
Don't like that. All right, she moves on.
Arthur, but like it kind of tastes like mothballs at the same time. It definitely has an air of old woman about it.
All right. Just to clarify, elementals do not have just a universal immunity to mind affecting, correct?
Let me see here.
Because I know that you had some elementals, like some normal, like water elementals that were immune to mind affecting. I don't know if that was a universal thing or that was special to them. summons or something like that.
Elemental traits, their immunity to bleed, paralysis, poison, sleep effects, and stunning. Not subject to critical hits or flanking. Does not take additional damage from precision-based attacks. Proficient with natural weapons. Proficient with types of armor. Do not breathe, eat, or sleep.
So they still have minds so long as they're not mindless creatures.
Yeah. If you're thinking about
Since this
fear,
one spoke, yeah.
yeah, this one's definitely. You can make it a Arcana check.
Yeah, I'll definitely give that a try. I'm looking through my spell options, and I want to see which one's the best one to use.
Yep.
I have a couple mean options.
Okay, so you know for a fact that it's an invisible stalker. It's a creature from the outer planes, lives on the elemental plane of air. It has a lot of traits similar to elementals that you're aware of. You can know one other thing.
Is it susceptible to my to spells like scare or cause fear? Spells with hit dice limits.
What's the hit dice limit?
5 or lower.
5 or lower? This one is not susceptible.
This creature's too powerful.
Too powerful.
So I'll take that off the repertoire, but it's not immune to mind affecting.
Some mind affecting it is. Sleep effects.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I had a spell I was looking at that'd be perfect, but it inflicts nausea, and I feel like that might count as like the poison stuff.
Yeah. It's immune to bleed, paralysis, poison, sleep effects, and stunning.
In that case, no. All right. In that case, I will take a 5 foot. I will take a 5 foot step back. I will float away.
Okay.
I keep myself protected. I am going to hit this thing with a shadow enchantment.
Okay.
First, the will save to see if it disbelieves.
It
does not, so it's going to be affected by this, or at the very least, I can continue on. I am actually going to hit it with oppressive boredom. Actually,
Okay.
oppressive boredom. The flavor text says you fill your target with boredom. The target loses all interest in its current task and must make a will save against the spell's effect in order to perform its next action. If target fails, it takes no action that round. The boredom lasts till the duration expires, or the target breaks the spell effect with a successful will save.
Okay.
I need to actually cast the spell first. Hold on. Or at least have him make the save.
Okay. It's
all right.
Yeah, 19
In
or
that
20.
case-
18, 19 or 20.
All right. As my shadow, the shadow magic seeps into its mind, whatever mind it has, it feels nothing. It feels no drive, no desire, no nothing.
Does that
Just simple emptiness.
does that break if it's attacked?
No, it just. I'm gonna send you the entire. I'm gonna send you the entire spell itself.
Let's see here.
BF1 oppressive boredom. It's a shadow enchantment. Here
It's
it
okay.
is.
Got it right here.
Yeah, no, it does not state that attacking it breaks the boredom. It just does not have interest.
Okay.
So I think you just literally sap it of its. It does have spell resistance if that applies.
I don't think these guys have spell resistance. They do not.
Yeah. All of my if I cast shadow enchantment, shadow like conjuration, that's always spell resistance.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't have SR.
All right. In that case, did I actually apply to him? I did not. Hold on.
Okay.
I need to quickly apply the effect. There it is. It's every round it gets to make the save again to see if it
Okay.
basically reclaims its sense of like desire, more or less.
Alrighty. Seems like it's taken effect.
As I basically just lobotomize it.
Let's see here. So, is it fortitude for glitter dust, Asami?
Oh, I just had it up. I thought we already did the save.
Yeah, we have to do it.
DC will. It's will.
Will.
16.
16.
It gets additional saves.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't remember if it was will.
Okay.
Or not.
And
So-
then the save for boredom needs an 18 or better. Nope. Okay. So it's blind and bored. Shiver
Yeah,
dealer.
it's completely lobotomized this creature.
And not invisible.
Shiver dealer number 2 opens the door and moves through, just to get out of the way. Give you a description of what you see. Beyond the double doors, he just kind of pushes them both open. Old crates and furniture are stacked. So I guess he would, if he pushed them all open and he's nauseated, he's only allowed to do one action. I'll give him a 5-foot step away. Old crates and furniture are stacked up against the large double doors, directly across from an ornate pair of much older doors set into the crumbling stone facade of the temple around which the house is built. So you see, in that room, still affected by... Let's show all the NPCs. There we go. So this guy was here. Arthur, you can now see into that room, and you see this.
That creature looks like it doesn't have a mind to destroy.
And I'll give you a description of it. This animated husk from an enormous spider seems filled with thousands of living spiders that fall from its body like drops of blood. And then you also have, like, pressed against the wall, back from you, backing away now that your presence is known. There's the Aranea and the Ettercap behind the spider. And it's almost like they're trapped. They have nowhere else to go.
The idea of, like, those, like, molts, those spider molts just filled with tinier, smaller spiders is not pleasant.
No, it's creepy as all hell. And you have...
Also, it sounds like it's doubly mindless, so I hope you guys deal with that.
Do you have religion? Knowledge religion?
I do have religion.
You can make a check.
Religion was a prerequisite for some stuff, so I do have it. It's not a class skill, but I have some ranks in it.
Okay. All right, this creature is called a death web. And let's see, I'll give you the rough... It's basically, it was one of those ogre spiders at one point that you guys bypassed or fought. You fought him in Jazadrun, you bypassed him out in the wall. And it's just filled with swarms of tiny, not tiny spiders, but like, you know, like hand-sized tarantulas and stuff like that. Thousands of them. So it's basically a swarm with a husk. You know it's undead. And you know it's got some swarm-like properties, but it's definitely mindless. And you can know two other things.
A big old frown on Arthur's face seeing this thing. So, you said it has some swarm properties. Would it be vulnerable to, like, the AoE stuff like normal swarms are? Like, would Fireball hurt it more?
Let's see here. This one in particular... No.
No. All right. So,
but that same kind of thing, like a fireball, it kind of clears an aura around it of biting insects and stuff like that. It kind of clears it out, so you don't have the swarm-like effect. You know how when you're in a swarm, you have to make the nausea save and the save against poison.
Yeah.
It kind of clears out the extraneous kind of aura that surrounds it of the biting insects and stuff like that.
Yeah, concentration and all that.
Yeah, it kind of removes it for 3 rounds.
All right. Similarly to my previous question, are single target effects ineffective against it, such as like a magic missile or stuff that targets one creature?
No, that's effective against it.
Okay.
It is basically
So
one creature with...
All right, so it's basically an amalgamation. It's less a swarm, more it's a swarm forming one creature.
Yeah.
All right. I will relay what I see to the rest of the party, and I will comment further with Luna. I hope that you've prepared some fireballs, because you should use every single one of them on this thing.
I keep puking.
You just kind of hear like a hissing kind of Asami.
Sami's gonna whistle a very positive, peppy tune to try to break the sonic thing on whoever's affected by it. So with the
It's just Velkeen at the moment.
counter song, yeah. So I guess I need to roll a whistle check, and that's his new save.
Okay, cool.
Gotta find it on my list, though. Where are you? Here they are. Okay, now I gotta find abilities. Gills, where are you? Gills. Perform. Wind.
Anything over 16 gets him on his feet. There we go. That'll do it.
34 good enough?
Yeah, that will do it.
Okay, so that's a move action, so use the Bard Performance. I have a standard left. We've established that attacking this thing, it's 15 feet in the air, right?
Yeah, you can see it up by the ceiling, covered in glitter. It's just kind of hovering there.
All right, I can't move and get it within range, so I'm gonna move forward, but stay behind this wall.
Okay, so now when you do that, you can see the doors open. You can see what Arthur's talking about.
Yep, and I think I'll remain here. I moved at less than half speed, so I'd like to do so stealthily.
Okay.
Not that I'm hiding from my friends, I'm hiding so that bad guys don't know I'm here.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, make them at least roll a roll. Yeah, that's not very good, but at least they have to roll something.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, I banged against the wall, rocks came down, I kicked something, I said, oh shit.
Whistled a couple times.
That was my stealth, yeah.
Zed.
All right. Well, I heard a call for a wizard, and that's not me. But I can at least go. Oops! Wait a minute. I just moved up next to something.
That is the invisible stalker that's been made bored by Arthur. It's floating up by the ceiling, like about 15 feet up, and it's covered.
It is seeable.
It's covered in glitter. Yeah.
Well, let's do nothing to it. Wait.
No, that's a hit.
Is that a hit?
Yeah.
Oh,
let me take
okay.
invisible off it because it's definitely visible. I think I had the effect invisible on her.
Splish splash. Giving it an acid bath.
Okay. The Eder Cap has to flee from Arthur. Goes that way. What is the movement of this thing? Gets to the door and tries to web up Zed.
Hey. Bitch.
What is your touch armor class, Zed?
Oh, it's nothing.
Is it 25?
25.
Oh, 26? No. 12.
Okay. So let's see here. Web. Your webs are different. Use webs to support themselves. Blah blah blah. This is similar to an attack with a net, but has a maximum range of 50 feet. And then so you are entangled,
Okay.
and you can possibly burst the web. Let's see here. Let me throw entangled on you.
Oh, with my 8 strength? Mm,
Yeah, you might have escape artist.
okay. We'll go
8
with that.
strength muscle man over here with my 7.
I have somebody I can bully. Is the how big is the web?
It's just on you.
Actually, it's okay.
It's like a net that's
Just
on
on me.
you. Yeah.
Okay. It's like Ghostbusters. I've been slimed.
You've basically been slimed. Yes.
Yeah.
This guy's asking himself how he's still alive. Velkeen gets to his feet. So we'll take those off. And midnight. I think his move is 40.
I still see haste. Maybe it's 70.
You are correct. 40. 40. Well, that's the map moving, not him. 30. Let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30. Jesus. Takes an attack of opportunity because it's got reach, but he's going in. So where's the death web here? Oh. Okay. Maybe that wasn't the best idea. Bakai. Oh, he's got to save versus poison too. Midnight does. And then Midnight gets an attack. Just kind of assume everything was over here. Fortitude. Passed. And Midnight gets a bite attack. It's a miss. Okay, and he's now within the aura, so we'll work that out next round. Bakai.
Leroy Jenkins.
Okay, let me see if the death web has combat reflexes. I don't believe it does, but
Isn't
it could
the
be
death
wrong.
web up in the air?
No, the death web's right in front of the door. That's what she's after.
Oh, I meant.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it's got
does
10
he have reach?
10-foot reach, yeah.
Reach. Okay.
It's got power
Now
attack
you're talking
too.
about the.
It's already taken an action, so it has its it should have its reaction.
It just did midnight.
Oh, it just did one against Midnight? Oh,
Yeah.
my apologies.
Go ahead, Bakai.
I was gonna say I saw
right.
Midnight's heavily damaged and I forgot when that happened. It just happened.
Instant. Oh, nice hit. Okay.
Boom. There you go.
Arthur.
I do not like that thing's existence. And since every other enemy has been effectively lobotomized, I think that it is best for me to contribute. I'm going to target that thing with the only thing that doesn't really care about the mind of a creature, only its body. A good old magic missile. Slam 3 darts into it.
3 or you
For
have
not a terrible amount for 10 points. As
Think-
those 3 darts buffet it.
You 3 or are you up to 4?
My cast level for evocation spells is -1, so I cast level
okay.
6 for it.
Gotcha. Okie dokie.
It's from a feat I took at level 1.
Roger
Gave
that.
me some penalties to that.
For sure.
And I doubt it's going to because it's a ranged attack. No, I'm gonna stay in the air. I feel I should.
Okay.
I'm going to. I don't want to move much either, but I would like to get. No, I'll hold my position. I feel like I'm in a decent enough spot right now. I just gotta. Actually, no. I will move over to here just in case this thing gets to take its turn. So it'll have to It'll have to actually move to me and not just take a 5-foot step.
Okay. Yep.
Then I will end my turn.
All right. Invisible Stalker. Will save for glitter dust. The blindness. Still blind. And the boredom. Still bored. Shiver dealer 2. He's kind of painted in a corner here.
He is no longer frightened though. That wore off for him.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's...
Yeah, I used Cause Fear, which is only 1d4 rounds instead of 1 per caster level rounds.
Okay.
That's
So-
why he's out early.
Nice. Okay. Thank you. Let's see here. So he... takes a 5-foot step, loads the light crossbow, and fires at Zed. That's a miss.
It's the webbing I'm wearing for armor.
Asami.
Let's see here. Okay. This guy in the corner here, he's kind of still affected by fear, trying to run away.
The guy in the corner just shot at Zed.
Oh.
He
so
just
that is-
fired a crossbow at Zed.
Yeah, he has finally overcome his supernatural fear.
Okay.
Yes, I'm still floating here, by the way.
You know, I think I'll 5-foot step here, target this thing here, and see if the weird words are any better at that thing.
Okay.
So, find it. Alaka blah blah.
Are the words weird enough?
Ka-chow.
They're
That's
super
weird,
weird. They're super weird. He's,
I have no idea if it can crit or not.
yeah,
It's,
I don't think you
Yeah.
can.
There's no reason why I can't.
No, it's because it's an elemental.
Oh, okay. I meant I don't know if the ability can. Obviously, the target can't take it.
Yeah, the ability can for sure. Go ahead. It should work
Well,
it
it
out.
automatically rolled it, so obviously I didn't tell it to do that.
Exactly. It automatically
That
rolled
answers
it.
the
It
question, though, it
automatically
can.
figured out the damage is 13, as opposed to
Oh,
35.
it
Yeah.
mentioned.
Yep.
Parts.
Yeah.
All right. That makes up for the one. I got it.
You hit him with Ka-chow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Skadoosh.
It's
You hit him with Skadoosh, and now he's destroyed.
Weird words. I got a check mark there. So that was 5-foot step
E-
attack.
Even the Skadoosh is not enough to fix his brain.
Yeah. Some damage though. I'll take it.
yeah, definitely.
And I think I'm perfectly content staying around the corner. So
The fact that Shadow Enchantment can draw from the Psychic spell list is very fun.
Yeah, it's definitely. Zed.
wow,
I
he's
don't
still
like-
green.
Yeah, I don't like getting shot at. How do I break free?
Either escape artist or strength or you can burn yourself if you have a way to light yourself on fire while you're all entangled.
Yeah, that sounds great. Is escape artist a trained skill only?
No.
All right, then I'm going to try it since I got some
Looking at
dex.
it, no, but it has armor check penalty.
All right, let's see. Looks like I got a +2.
Yep, you can
Escape artist.
still got a decent chance of getting free.
There we go. I'm more wound up than ever.
So I think you, let's see here, with a net, if you're caught, let me just see here. You might be able to move 5 feet. It's one of these ones where you go here, you go there. Yeah, you're kind of webbed to the wall right here, so.
All right. Well,
You are.
I'm now upside down because of that roll. So,
All right. Get there, Luna. Couple more rounds. All right. Couple of things happen here.
fireball.
Infestation. An infestation of poisonous spiders, which nests within this creature's exoskeleton, constantly surrounds a death web to a radius of 5 feet. Any creature within the infestation takes 1d6 points of damage at the end of each round. It remains in the area, so I'll just do that now. And then there's a DC 17 fortitude check to see if you're nauseated. All right, so let's see here. Did I... Of course not. Spells. I did. Look at that. Failure. Did you, any bonuses against poison or anything like that?
Nope.
No. Okay.
It's fortitude, right?
Yep.
So, no bonuses.
Okay. So... Okay, that's just the automatic stuff. Now, the fun. Just one bite. I'm going to go... who walloped it? It was Luna or Bakai. No, it wasn't. Nobody. Not me. Let's see here.
Point at the cat. It's that thing.
I'm going to throw on power attack. That's good. Let's see here. +8. So let's see here. Power attack +8. You know what? I'm not going to do it because I didn't arrange it as well as I did in the campaign where we're fighting giants. 31 is a miss.
How's that a miss?
I don't know.
I have a 28 effective unless something else is impacting.
Let's have a look.
You have mage armor.
Yeah, no, that should kick it up to 28.
Oh, okay. Maybe you have mage armor on top of on top of it on the sheet, making it 32.
I don't know. Let me turn off mage armor.
Okay.
If you go to,
Let me just see.
if you look at When you look at your sheet
Yeah,
without...
that's what it was. So
Okay.
in the combat section of Pakai's sheet, she probably
Okay.
has armor of 4. Nope. Nope, just natural of plus 14.
Oh, you know what? I think I included the major. I shouldn't have. So let me drop that down to 10,
Ah, okay.
and then we'll put the mage armor back on. But it's still hit.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
28 is the effective AC right now.
Oh, okay. So there's that, and then I believe there is poison. No, that's not
Okay.
it. Let's see here. Poison. Poison's only for the infestation.
Okay.
So the you failed that check. So it
Yep.
is nauseated for 1 round. Or Pakai is nauseated for 1 round.
Okay. I don't know what that does.
That just means you're able to move. You're not able to attack.
Oh, shoot.
And you take a D4 in strength damage.
All right.
2 points of strength damage. Where's that?
Okay. I'll mark that.
Okay, cool.
I put it on the sheet.
All right, and that's the Death Web's turn. Rizel has 3 rounds left. Shiver Dealer, 3 rounds left. Velkeen. Velkeen, 40 feet. So steps up 5 feet. And haste is off. Miss, and rapid shot. Hit. Midnight looks like he might be going down with the ship here. 2 claws. Hit and a miss. A bite. Miss. And a 5-foot step back. Pakai.
So nauseated, there's no attack, right?
No attack, yeah. You just get a move action.
Yeah, you lose your action.
Basically, yeah.
So I can't withdraw. That would be an action.
That's a full round action, yeah.
Okay. Well, then I can't go full defense.
You can 5-foot step back, or you can you can go full defense.
Go full
Is
defense.
full defense in action?
I don't. It is. So there's nothing she can do. All right, she'll 5 foot back.
Okay.
I'll go 5 foot, just to get out of the aura.
Make the Death Web make a choice. Arthur.
My allies are getting killed. That's unfortunate. That guy's broken free of my grasp, and that's not good either.
That's your word. Unfortunate.
Heavily
Inconvenient. Inconvenient for me.
Normally,
Very, very much so.
yeah. Normally, Luna would have just blown this thing up, but you get a feeling that somehow she's been incapacitated.
When you need the wizard, she's not here. Fine.
Magic finally caught up with her.
Fireball would not have been a bad idea to learn, but too late for that now. As I'm going to just toss a few more I can't really affect this thing's mind. Doesn't have one, so I'm just gonna hit it with another magic missile. See if I can't aid in its destruction at the very least. Fire 3 more darts of force for an actually pretty decent amount.
Yeah. Very decent amount.
Take note that if this thing had a mind, I could be far more effective. So I hope that somebody gets over here and deals with it. Just
It almost like it almost sounds like a pipe has sprung a leak. Like it's almost like a hiss psst in the background of the or like a balloon is not that noise, but yeah, nothing not dissimilar to it either.
when you're done dressing up as an elemental, I would really recommend you come here now.
He's blowing off steam.
Literally. Invisible stalker saves. Blinded for 4 more, or am I? No. Take that. Click
Still,
dust.
oh, barely though.
No, I think it's
Oh, no, never mind.
16.
Oh, I thought that was against
No, this
my
is
spell.
This is against the boredom. See if is he
I was
still
gonna say it
bored?
barely failed.
If he breaks free, you're in trouble.
Very, very much in trouble. I'm so glad this thing has abysmal will saves.
Shiver dealer number 2. We've got 3 targets. 4 targets, actually. Almost. I'm going to go Midnight, Bakai, Zed, and Arthur in that order. He shoots at Arthur.
Uh-oh.
From the back row, Arthur. He's got horrible line of sight with those pillars. So he's going to move up.
I am floating up though, so there's not many obstacles aside from those pillars.
No, you're not. Yeah. No, the pillars go all the way to the ceiling, though.
Ah,
So, actually, let's make it a D3. That saved you. Same order. Midnight, Bakai, or Zed. So, Midnight. Okay. It's not great for Midnight.
well, Midnight has natural armor at least.
Yep. Midnight sees it and dodges it. Asami. Midnight looks like he's on his last legs. Velkeen's Midnight, get under there.
Yeah. I think Velkeen does have a Cure Light Wounds in his arsenal.
I think so too.
Yeah, he could do that.
Have any powerful spells there, Bard? A haste? Anything?
I have things. I'm just trying to decide what's best. I think if I'm here, 5 foot stepped in, I can see the giant spider thingy, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. Without the columns interfering with the line
Yeah,
of sight.
you got more than enough line of sight.
I think it's susceptible to magic missile.
Oh yeah, Arthur's slammed it a couple times.
You've seen at least 6 missiles hit it,
Yeah.
or
So
at least
we're
fly
gonna
past.
full effect. See if we can take it out here.
Okay.
Is that enough?
Not enough. It's
Not enough. Oh man.
still holding together.
Yeah. For a move action, I don't have much. Everyone still has the Bardicus. No, that fell off, so we can use that to recharge that.
Sure.
Come on, guys. We're at the very end. Don't give up.
We can do it.
So, maybe target friendly units.
I know it's past 11, but we can go a little later tonight because it's like...
Yeah. Fire courage. Let me click these things, and you guys get that effect. And clickety. All right. That's it for Asami. I was hoping I would.
Arthur watching his team die.
Zed,
Bummer.
Yeah.
Can Zed get free?
All right,
Bummer.
escaping
Well, I think-
again. This time,
Oh,
no.
struggling.
That's it.
Who will
I
get?
can't cast a spell, right? So that was my action.
Well, I mean, technically, you can still attempt to cast spells.
Yeah,
You
you have
just
to make a
any
spellcraft
frustration.
check. Yeah, you have to make a
Oh.
spellcraft check.
If it has somatic opponents, you have to do that.
Yeah, make a
basically cast it defensively.
concentration is what I'm.
So what
Yeah.
has you bound?
The spider
Web.
death web's web.
Is it just affected the square he's in?
Yeah, it's like a net that's got him pinned to the wall. It's the effect
And
of.
what kind of action would it take to cut him free? That would be more than just your standard action, right? It would take a bit to completely cut him free.
Yeah, you'd have to do damage to the web, and the web has hit points and stuff like that, and hardness and
Okay.
all that.
Gotcha.
But it can be done.
All right. Yeah, that's it. I'm not going to cast.
Okay. So the Etter cap. Luna, getting there. Both of us getting there. Death web.
I don't like the implication of those additional spider turns. Something tells me that when this thing dies, it's gonna be a pinata.
Okay, because you guys got out of the area. If you end your turn in this area, you'll have to roll the effects. Bakai has to roll on poison for next round or for her next turn. But in the meantime, this guy tries to bite Bakai. 27. 28 is your armor class, correct?
28.
Ooh, that's
Yes, unless the nausea is impacting it.
Nope, the nausea doesn't do anything other than takes your turns away. Sickness would have.
Okay.
That was
All right. Then
nip and
just
tuck.
by one.
Rizel getting there. 2 rounds, 1 round left. Shiver dealer number 1 getting there. Velkeen. Midnight.
Not gonna full attack first.
Yeah, I might as well, right? I was thinking of a withdrawal, but
Well, if he full attacks and takes it down, then he can 5-foot step out of the remainder,
Yep.
I guess.
yeah,
Maybe.
Let's go for it. Go for it. 2 hits for a raise is 20. Oh, okay. So we've got claw number 1 is a hit. We've got a critical hit with the lower one. So we have a rake as well, in addition to that. So that's massive. There's the critical hit. Here's the regular damage.
Yay.
Yeah, that takes him down.
Tower Kitty.
And then, so let's take him off the board. And then, she'll step in front of Bakai to kind of like shield her. Bakai, last legs.
All right. Kai has no fear. 5, 15, 20.
Out of my way, cat.
Okay, she attacks him. Kai still has 50 hit points through that meat sack in the web.
Oh, almost takes him down. Oh,
Yeah, that's it.
Arthur.
That is dealt with at last. Our wizard is still not here, but no matter, we do not need her, it seems. Let's see. What can Arthur do is a very good question. Well, I know that Arthur definitely wants to not be within line of sight of his invisible stalker once it
Yeah.
regains its mind.
Yep.
So I imagine, as much as I would love to go chase down those frightened individuals, there might be danger involved. I'll probably be fine. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. What do I see from here?
You see an open door to the north. You see like a boarded up window to the south. You see a pair of double doors that presumably lead outside, and some old crates and furniture stacked up against large double doors from the inside. So if you guys had to come from the outside and found it, you probably wouldn't have been able to get in that way. Directly across from an ornate pair of much older double doors. That's the ones that you're standing at right now. So foyer is just trash and old webs. Thick planks cover any windows. You can see some remnants of small spiders skittering around on the floor, and you see like an open door, and you see the Aranea, the ettercap, kind of cowering in the room to the north around a looks like a billiards table. Between two boarded up windows, a torn oil painting hangs askew. The brooding man in the painting stares in disapproval at the ruined finery, including a soiled billiard table and several musical instruments in severe disrepair. And there's several naked and motionless bodies positioned on the worn billiards table. It's kind of like a macabre morgue. And
Head inside there.
They see you, and it's like, oh no, we've got to run again.
Oh, we'll see if they get the chance, because now that I see them,
Okay.
I know that my spell doesn't last forever, but considering their behavior, it's still affecting them. I also know that if I hit them with 2 inches of the spell, the fear is even stronger.
All right.
Because of escalation. So I'm going to target the Ettercap and the Razel.
Okay.
I'm going to hit them with another scare.
Okay.
And if this works on them,
They're panicked?
they're going to be panicked for 8 rounds.
Okay.
So we'll see how well that works on them.
Cue the yakety sax. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
They're panicked.
All right. Go ahead. I'll just apply frightened real quick for 8 rounds.
Yeah.
Change that to panicked because it's going to be, what's the term for it? It's going to be escalated.
Yeah. So panicked, I'll put...
Panicked is very similar.
Yep.
However, the difference is they drop whatever they're holding.
Mm-hmm.
They run away.
Random
Yeah,
directions.
other than running away from their source, their paths are random. They flee from all the dangers rather than confront them. Once they're out of sight and hearing of their source, they can act as they want. Here's the most important part, though. Unlike frightened creatures, who, if they can't run away, they can still fight.
Yeah.
Panicked creatures have to cower and just literally just sit there in fetal position, more or less.
Just take it on the chin. Yep.
Yeah, so if I actually am able to corner them, they can't go anywhere.
Yeah. So they're...
They won't be able to move right now, but we'll be able to corner them in a turn or two.
And you can see that the Aranea has a spectral hand up. And that just kind of dissipates.
Yeah, I imagine I see it in their eyes, just this wild, primal panic.
Utter fear. In a haunted house.
Yeah, like, more or less like a delirium from Werewolf the Apocalypse in these people.
Don't know that one.
Just
I imagine it's just, yeah.
In Werewolf, it's... I won't go into the lore thing about it, but depending on your willpower, you either shut down as a person go and ballistically fight whatever you're like looking at, or just run as fast as you can, depending on the type of person who gets hit by delirium. It's just something all werewolves do. And if you look at them, that just happens.
All right.
There's a very good... I'm going to find... That is the end of my turn, by the way, but I'll show you what I'm talking about.
All
There's a
right.
very good video that goes into it.
Boredom. Oh, I thought that said 18. I was going to
That
get
would
you.
have been very, very sad.
I was going to get you, Arthur. Shiver.
By the way, before the stalker recovers from its lobotomy, destroy it.
Yeah, it doesn't have too much longer. So let's see here. This guy drops the crossbow and just tries to stab Bakai. He's cornered. He's desperate. He's got no chance. He knows he's done.
Nope.
Asami.
He's cowering in his own way.
Oh, the other guy is...
That's 25.
Okay.
And I'm going to do a cure on Kitty.
Okay.
I can't target Kitty. How do I do that?
You can just drop it right on.
Okay, I'll do that.
Or you can just do it in the chat and I'll drag it over.
Yeah. I'm going to try to do it myself. If it doesn't work, I can do it. So if I just grab the heal to D8 plus 7.
Yep, hold it over the token.
Put on the cat.
Yep.
Okay.
That's how I do. That's how I do most things. It's so much easier than actually targeting and.
Yeah, I found. Well, he won't get, breathed on and die, but he's still not doing well.
No, he was doing okay though. It was probably at half.
Yeah. Oh, okay, because it says heavy, so I don't know.
It's getting just under heavy, so it's or just under half.
Okay.
Yeah. The guy's down to 1 hit point.
Yeah, Bakai's at 1 hit point. Plus said.
Yeah.
So almost half.
I'll do what I can. I'm not a primary healer, but I do have a couple things left.
Any other bardic
I
stuff
moved
or
and I
anything?
cast a spell. So
Okay,
that's
cool. Zed, get out, man. You can do it.
All right. I think I'm almost upside down again.
Hulk out. Hulk out.
Should be able to drop right out.
Zed tears free and it catches some chest hair and he's like, ow. And he's now free.
That feels good. All right, I guess that was my action.
You got a move action if you want.
Okay, I'll go over here.
Okay. Ettercap. Let's see. So it's you can't. There's only one way he can go. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 55. Then I'll roll a d8 to see where he goes in the room. 3, 4, 5, 6. This way. Okay. We know we're getting there. 2 more rounds. Velkeen steps to here and he looks at Bakai. He's like, "You taking that guy?" And he's gonna take aim at the elemental, as per instructions from Arthur. Critical hits don't work, but still 2 hits. And 1 more for rapid shot. 3 hits. Get him into the red. Midnight's got no way to get up there. Midnight will fall back to protect Velkeen. Bakai.
All right. She bonks him on the head,
What head?
cleaving all the way through his body.
Dead.
Says something about, don't know my own strength. 5, 15, 20, 30. Okay, that's it.
Okay. Arthur.
All right.
The two
So
spider
I
people
watched-
have fled to the east.
Oh, I will follow. Completely ignoring this man over here. He is beneath my notice.
Yeah, you can tell he's still he's trying to hold it together. He's
15,
he's sickened
25.
to the point, and he's kind of cowering too.
Yeah.
I think you move at 60, no?
I do move it. I have fly active.
Yeah.
So I started here. So that's 5, 10. That's 15. That's 25. 30, 35, 40, 45. Are there any, like, looking at all the webbing, are there any, like, obstacles in here that need to like, float around?
Yeah, let's give you the description of this room here. So between this floor and the upper floor, it's like sheets of webs. And let's make it, give me a perception check.
All right.
We've got exposed beams and broken timbers indicate that the original ceiling of this large tower fell away some time ago, creating this two-story chamber. Thick tangles of iridescent webs string together debris around the room's perimeter. To the west, several tables littered with complicated arrangements of flasks, alembics, and cauldrons surround a shiver still, which emits a strange bitter smell. And also you have this thing. I believe it was here up top. You could you're in within the radius of it, and it's just like it's almost like what you've been hearing in the comms from Luna, and
So the wizard got caught in this.
it's going
Typical.
on. Yeah. You are in its radius at this moment.
Hmm.
You know
How much do I fear it is the thing.
it's completely shut Luna down for this whole fight.
It did. But how confident am I that I am better than her?
Okay, here we go.
I'd say quite a lot. No, I've seen how dangerous hideous laughter can be, and that's what this is sounding like.
You can make
I'm going to-
you can make an Arcana check, like a spellcraft.
I'll do a spellcraft.
It is not. It's a babble spell. So that
A spell I'm even less familiar with. No. No,
so
I
let's see
shouldn't.
here.
Asami wants no part of Babel. None.
So babble is spell causes the target to break into a fit of bizarre, uncontrollable babbling. So not laughter. The target also becomes nauseated. If the target succeeds at its save, the effects end. If not, the creature continues babbling and is nauseated for the entire duration.
It's not a sonic ability, is it?
Creatures within 30 feet of the subject that can hear the target's babbling. Oh, I forgot this. I should have had people making will saves around Luna. See if they start babbling.
Uh-oh.
That's okay.
It's contagious.
Yeah. It is a sonic. It's a sound thing.
So Asami's
Can technically,
countersong could have helped.
yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
An egotistical megalomaniac Arthur is, but a fool he is not. At least not entirely. So he will try to avoid that as best he can. I'm gonna float my way over here again, just exiting out.
Okay, so you
Just
went
enough to where I can.
through the room there, huh? Okay. So as you went through the room, give me a perception check. The DC was 14. Okay.
Awful.
All right. What you don't.
So I float out the room.
Yeah, you're out. You're good.
All right. And am I still within its range? I might be.
Yeah. You're good now.
If I stand there, then the invisible stalker. I'll have to put trust in my allies that they'll defeat the enemy. I am going to go ahead and I'm gonna run out of magic missiles pretty soon, so I'm gonna actually I forget how effective it is, but I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna toss an acid splash its way.
Okay. Yeah. Did you scale it up?
I did.
Okay, cool.
There are no enemies. I don't need precise struck for this one, thankfully.
Nope. You're good for that as a hit.
Excellent. I have some component that adds 1 extra point of damage. I forget what it is. Oh, it's a vial of acid. It's a focus.
Yep. Cool. Very nice.
Yeah, toss that little globule of acid its way.
Burns into it.
I'll give that a smile.
All right. That invisible stalker is a 5-foot step away from crushing you. If
Yeah?
it can make that save against boredom.
My magic's too powerful. There's no way.
No way. Oh, by one.
By 1. No way it could possibly break it.
Oh,
My
by
magic's too strong.
by 1. I'm just going to show you what it would have did to Arthur.
Look, Arthur has a lot of weaknesses. Glass bones and paper skin is one of those. But his spell saves being bad, not a weakness he has.
No. You'd have been all right. 20 points of damage. You'd have lived.
20 points is half my hit points.
Yeah. That's all right. Next round. I'll
I
get you
also have
next.
12 wounds. I didn't even notice.
Get you next round. Asami.
Clear targets. Okay. Well, we're gonna skadoosh him and see what happens here. Oh, come
Oh,
on.
it's still a hit. It's a touch.
Okay. There we go. I'll take that roll.
Oh, disabled.
Four.
That's 0.
Fly was my greatest investment, purely for the speed alone right now.
All right, you guys can finish the job. I did my job. I'm going to skedaddle to there. That's 30. And I'm heading towards... Am I close enough for a bardic performance to affect Luna? 5, it's...
Yes.
Okay.
In terms of radius, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a move action to do the counter.
You have to beat 20 on this one.
Okay, and that is I'm gonna whistle like a peppy tune like I did before, and we're going to hopefully that counters the sonic thing. I wish I'd have known that earlier. I would have done this rounds ago. All right, where are you? Perform not strings, wind.
There we go.
No.
All right. Luna, for the last round of the combat, Luna's of the night. She's in.
All right, but I am running low on shit. Pretty soon I'm gonna be like spitting at the bad guy because that's all I got.
Everybody is.
Yeah, I have 2 of each spell slot left, so therefore I don't want to spend them if I don't have to.
But less.
All right.
Got 2 first, 2 second, 2 third.
Zed, we need 1 pin, Rodney. You might be on mute.
Or he's just running up to heal
I was
the
on
guy.
mute. No, I was on mute. I'm running there. I'm tossing my acid onto the ceiling,
Got it.
and
Yeah, that hit the stalker,
Got
which
it.
finishes it off.
Yep, very good. Good job.
there we go. All right, that was it. I'm a wizard.
And speaking of, the Ettercap, gonna flee. Which way was he going to flee? Probably going to go 7, so it's going to go up in this corner here. Luna, you're back if you're still with us.
Looks like we made it.
Everybody's kind of gathered in the babbling sound in your mind has been preempted by the whistling sound of Asami. You got plenty of speed. You got 100. You've got in the room. You can see the Aranea and you can see the Ettercap, and you know that there is a dream haunt in there, some 15, 20 feet up.
This poor guy in the top left does not know what's going to come to him pretty soon. Once we've stomped these guys.
The last guy
I can't do anything.
No?
Yeah. I'm babbling.
All right.
No balls of
No, the
fire.
babbling should have stopped, right?
You're not babbling.
Yeah, you're not babbling. Yeah.
It's over. You can
I
act
start
on your free
babbling.
will. Okay, so you're babbling of your own free will. Good. All right.
Fake babble. Babble.
Speak in tongues.
I'm going to, since you guys are all kind of looking into that room, there are numerous spiders that are kind of rocking around in those webs. We'll just put them on the map.
Wonderful.
They look about the size of a chihuahua. And I'll show you what they look like. They look almost like Daddy Longlegs. Or black widows or garden spiders. And they're about, the body itself is like the size of a football. And the legs are like the size of like an Alaskan. It's like the size of an Alaskan king crab. You know how they can get kind of. So nothing too crazy.
Disgusting.
They're all up in the web, so you guys can now see them.
It would be nice if we had a wizard who had fireball right now.
Razel is going to go where? 5. She goes 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's the spider.
Oh, wrong one. She goes 1, 2. Back over to here. I think this is as far away as she can get without. I think this guy's almost in the clear.
Yeah, I think his frighten should end.
Yeah, it ends next round. Velkeen. Take a 5 foot and then he'll shoot.
Is he supposed to still be nauseated?
Velkeen? No, the
The shiver dealer.
he still is because he's babbling.
Oh, still?
Yeah. It's 8 rounds, and he babbled the round after.
Ah, right.
Hit, and all right, he's just firing. Okay.
All right. What's the restriction for the webs?
They're like up above, so you, in order to get in the webs and stuff.
Actually,
like,
you know what? I'm expecting Luna to show up with flames. 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. Actually, I could go 30. Might as well pick on this guy.
All right. Give it to him.
You. Uh, you need some damage.
Yep, he's right to 0.
All right.
Arthur.
Seeing as how Bakai is going into the room where I saw one of my panicked targets run into, I am going to go ahead and follow.
Okay.
Sort of like just once again just floating on by, just like looking around. I'm actually going to like step myself like right here.
Okay.
Basically just like basically float myself right here, like right above the little this table here.
Mm-hmm.
Just looking down at the Rizel,
Okay.
as I know it cannot do anything about this, as its fear is too strong. I will, however, on my way over, or even right there, as I'm like floating a bit above, I will collect a bit of acid just to throw salt in the wound, more or less. It may not even hurt it much, but still,
Okay.
just to make sure it knows that there's more to fear than just illusions. I roll damage, not the attack. My apologies.
It's okay. You're gonna pretty
It
much
still hits. So.
Yeah. It's almost impossible to miss at this point.
I'm more or less like standing above it, just sort of dripping, like from my fingertips, dripping acid onto it.
All right. Asami.
Asami's going to, while moving, withdraw a torch from her bag, Mary
Okay.
Poppins bag.
Alrighty.
And so that puts her here, and then use the standard action to light the torch. She
Okay.
has a lit torch in her hand.
All right.
Not, just in case such a thing may be needed.
Zed.
You see Arthur basically leering above this creature who quivers in fear.
Psst. Maximum acid damage.
Maximum satisfaction. All right. Ettercap. Just the source of the fear or everybody? Like,
It's the source of the fear. They must run from the source of the fear. If they can no longer see or hear the source of their fear, they can act normally.
even when they're
However,
panicked?
the moment that they see me again, that's when the fear comes right on back.
Okay, so it's 2, 3, 4,
paths.
5. So he's gonna move this way. He gets this far. Luna. This guy's got a wild panic look in his eye. This is the Ettercap from the Shiver Stills.
Okay.
Yeah. For unblinking chitinous eyes, you've never imagined you could see such dread.
The party needs. Okay, I'll go here and get out of elemental form.
Okay.
Does it take an action to spell?
No.
Actually, can he cast in elemental form?
No.
Not easily.
I think no. I think the answer is no.
I think only just verbal, right?
Verbal or somatic, if you're
Yeah.
able to, but no material. And I think Fireball's a material spell.
All right. So the only way to run away from Arthur is to run up to there and then run past Bakai, right?
More or less, yeah.
Okay. Bakai, AOO. Okay, still alive, but it's
Near
hurt.
minimum damage.
Gets to there. Shiver dealer number 1. Staggered. Takes a 5-foot step. That's all he can do.
Nauseated.
Yeah, nauseated and
Has no action.
Yeah, I guess. So that's it. Velkeen, where are you? 5-foot step up. And he's trying to get rid of that haunt.
Where's the haunt that he's attacking?
In the
Top right.
Oh, I see. In the other room, the
Yeah.
dream haunt. Okay,
Yeah.
I see.
Just one hit. And poof. Gets it out. Okay. Midnight. Move 30 or 40? Let's see. 30. Okay. Might as well double move over to here. Bakai.
Guy takes an AOP
All right.
if he wants.
He's disabled. I don't think you can. He's also nauseated.
He's disabled and nauseated. He's completely shut down.
He's sitting there throwing up. Part of it's bile, part of it's blood.
These spiders are just crawling around. Arthur.
It's always funny when they think they can run from me. Start floating my way over to it again. May as well be mean with it. Actually, no. No, never mind. I thought about going all the way around so I can stop him at the door, but those spiders in the other room, I don't like them, so I will not interact with them.
Okay.
I will instead throw acid at him.
And a hit. Nice.
You're not running fast enough. Flee in abject terror.
Ah, Maglothar, save me! Asami.
This Ettercap. What does Asami know about that?
They are monstrous humanoids, I believe. Let's see here. They're aberrations, so dungeoneering.
Okay, she's gonna take 20 on Bardic Knowledge and get a 29.
Okay, so you know like 4 things. These are like just like a natural humanoid race that lives under the city. They have poison. They can empathize with spiders. They're good at making traps. Certain ones become like wizards and stuff like that. This one looks like it might have some kind of alchemical ability, but not like an alchemist where he's throwing bombs and stuff like that. It's poison bite, and can fling a web like a spider. Catches thieves just like flies. Look out. Here comes the Spider-Man.
Okay, that's enough info. 5-foot step, and I will hit it with the magic missile.
All right.
And I'll just drag some damage onto it, I guess, right? Take that.
Yep. Just automatic.
Alright, so... And I have the lit torch in my hand, but no more actions left to do anything with it. So that's it for my turn.
Okay. Zed.
I want to go attack the guy with the dagger, but I'm going to come here.
Get a monkey knife fight going on.
I have never attacked with a weapon in this game. So
That would be the perfect time.
I know, but I want this thing down.
Zed commits a homicide. Okay.
There.
Rysel. Down.
Oh, that was it.
All right, the Ettercap. 5, 10, 15, 20. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55,
It's
60.
fleeing?
Luna.
Just do it.
What are we fighting besides spiders? Nothing?
Nothing. There's one guy who's disabled. He's completely shut down. There's an Ettercap that just made a run for the stairs, but instead of turning to the stairs, he turned to that elevator type place that you saw before.
Where is he? Oh, he's down there.
Yeah.
Okay. What's up, buddy?
He's he's outside of the elevator. He's got to get into it. So did a double move to there.
What can I do? We're not hasted.
Not
Yeah,
hasted.
it wore off. It wore off.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna do a fun one. So
It's a pit going down.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Then I will cast Fire Shield. Yes. And then I'll teleport inside. Hi, come on in.
That's evil. All right. Nice.
How are you teleporting if you've already taken your move action?
She can.
Or is that just, or do you just substitute some of your movement?
Yeah.
It's a wizard.
Like conjuration, teleportation.
Yeah.
It's one of the
Dimensional
specialists.
hop, whatever
Dimensional
it is.
hop. Yeah. All right.
Make it
Oh, it's a swift action.
Yeah.
It's shift.
Is it? Oh, let me.
Okay. These spiders aren't really any threat unless you're going to crawl up through them. This guy here, this shiver dealer. He's got 1 round left on nauseated. He's Velkeen. We'll take a 5. I think a 5-foot step gets him line of sight. It does. And he fires. At Chitter Snap, which is the Ettercap's name. Two hits. And then midnight. Midnight moves to join Velkeen. Pakai.
Leroy goes in and swings at one of them.
Sure.
That's Pakai. Playing pinata.
Yeah, it falls out of the webs down to the ground. Pakai can make a.
Don't say perception. Don't say perception.
Yeah, I was
don't
going to say perception. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey,
Okay. You've been around it for so much, and you can see they're definitely concocting shiver in here. And as the spider kind of plumps to the ground, its poison sac ruptures open, and there is the raw material for shiver. They're making it from spider venom. Arthur.
The Ettercap down to the far right. I would like to go chase him down. However, I do see this guy who is disabled over here, and I am wondering how cruel I feel like being today. No, Luna. I will trust that Luna can handle herself. I am actually going to. I'm gonna basically
Luna's on fire right
casually.
now.
I'm gonna casually and slowly sort of float my way back into this room, like towards the shiver dealer.
Arthur in his invisible segue.
Yeah, I'm gonna float low enough to where like I can sort of like basically grab at this like basically take my like finger and my like thumb and just like grab at this man's like chin. Like I imagine he's sort of like hunched over, like nauseated, disabled.
Just to
I'm gonna
lift his head
grab
up?
at his chin. Yeah, I'm gonna lift his head up so he's facing me.
Yep.
You are in quite the situation here.
He's babbling. Like, I can't say. I don't know what it was. He's
Buddy, I recommend that you pay attention to me.
he's going through what Luna was going through, but it's he's not in elemental form, so you're getting the visceral effect of it.
Oh, I can wait just long enough.
You have one more round to wait, Arthur. Okay.
I'm going to just sort of like keep him held there for a while, just so that when he comes to, he sees me.
Okay. Excellent. Asami.
Yep, she's going to take a 5-foot step, and in the momentum of the step, use that to chuck this torch. And her intended target is these webs, in that area.
Ooh.
Honestly, I could care less where it hits. I'm not attacking a creature.
Nope.
I don't want to light the webs on fire.
Fire away.
So,
And destroy all the shiver.
Yeah, good.
Not the we don't. It's not like we're gonna resell it.
Yeah.
Destroy it.
So
Okay.
is that like it's a basic attack roll, right?
Yeah.
Melee attack +5. I don't know. It's there.
Okay.
24. So I hit the square, and I guess I wanted to get caught in some nets
Yes.
or in some webs. So, yeah.
Perfect. All right.
And
So as it burns, making sure we're getting all the stuff, which is good. Experience wise, points wise.
All right. I think that's all she can do, except she's like puts her use the rest of her move action to get her rapier back in her hand, just in case something gets near me.
Okay. And let's see here.
All right, I splattered that one.
All right, it falls, and then you see the webs are starting to catch fire, and there's
Okay.
smoke coming off them. Ettercap's got some decisions to make. So
It cannot see or hear me, so it can make its own decisions.
yeah. So let's see here.
Going up or down, sir? Which level would you like?
Down, of course, right to hell.
Lingerie or hardware?
10, 15. You get an attack of opportunity if you want. Luna, he's running away. And it's a runaway, too. It's not...
How deep would you like your grave, sir?
Where's he running to?
He's running away from you. He's
Where you going, sir?
he's panicked.
Yeah, reminder that he can act on his own volition.
Yeah.
Right now.
Okay, so I'll smack him.
Granted, he may still want to run anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna try and trip him.
Okay.
Can you trip
He
as part of
gets
an AOO?
Can Can I? Oh, I'm gonna try and grapple him.
Can you grapple as part of an AOO?
I don't think
I
so.
No. Okay.
I think you need feats for those.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay. I'm gonna smack him. Where is he? Gosh, I haven't swung a sword in ages.
Got your spear handy.
Yeah. Here you, turkey.
That looks like a hit.
Yeah. Ay, where is it? Long spear. I'm not large. Oh, whatever.
All right, he's on his last legs. And he's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He gets to there. Una.
Okay, I run past him.
Okay.
Does he try and hit me?
No.
Teleport right in front of him.
No,
Full
he's
attack.
Does he try and hit me?
he doesn't. He's panicked.
Man. Okay.
He's been mentally shut down by Arthur.
Oh well. Boom.
It's a miss.
Give him mercy. Just finish him off.
I'm a wizard.
All right.
I'm a high-level wizard. I'm shitty with the sword now.
So let's see here.
Still better with a sword than 90% of people here.
Asami can hold a sword.
Okay, those webs go up like a tinder box, and there is 2d8 points of damage to each one of those spiders. So 3. How many hit points do they have? 5. Okay. See how many they kill. There's 1 and kills 2. And in the process, a noxious gas gets emitted from the shiver that's going to go up, and all the dream spider webbing. So I need a DC 11 fortitude save from Bakai, Zed, and believe it or not, right now, Asami.
That's pretty far.
Yeah, it's like smoke that's billowing out. So Bakai's okay.
Fortitude, right?
Yeah, fortitude. Zed's all right.
Oh,
And
ice is dream stuff. I'm good. I'm immune to dream stuff.
It's perfect. Asami.
Yeah.
Asami's not. So it is 6 points of wisdom damage.
Holy fuck.
Ruh-roh!
As
Damn.
Ruh-roh!
As-
Ruh-roh!
as you
Ouch.
start hallucinating,
Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go?
and we'll call
Right.
we'll put a pin in it there because everybody's pretty much been taken out. So what I'll do,
We're spent.
yeah, you guys are spent, and
That's crazy.
there we go.
All right. Another
I'll
two
emotionally
adventures.
manipulate this man later, I suppose.
And we'll pick it up here in 2 weeks.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Good game, guys.
Yeah.
Who are you guys?
5,000 XP for that.
Why are we here?
Yeah, exactly. Zombie starts having a waking nightmare.
Yeah. Was this the main building of the spiders, or was
Yeah.
this another sub building?
This
Oh.
is their building.
Ah.
This is the guardhouse. The main
And
building's
we've already-
second floor.
so we've dealt with these guys as far as we know, and we've dealt with those who hear, correct?
Yes. But you also
I know
know
someone who might contact us pretty soon.
You also know that right now, Myra Lombroso, who is the head priestess, is conducting a ritual.
Yes.
And you have not encountered the ritual yet.
Oh, jeez.
You heard that from the cult deacon.
We haven't gone upstairs yet.
No. There's an upstairs.
Yeah, we have not gone. Yeah, we've gone on the main floor and this, like, not basement. Or is this a basement?
Elevator. Kind of
Yeah.
like
There's the elevator. There's also the staircase upward that
Yep.
we've not seen yet.
Exactly. And I'll make sure that I got all the... I might have missed a thing or two for experience points, but I'll double check over the next couple weeks. I did a count.
I do hope that 6 spell slots is going to be enough.
I did a count just to make sure there's enough experience points to have you level up before another part of the adventure begins. So we're good. And you guys have hit absolutely everything.
Yeah, next level is very big for Arthur.
All right.
It's when my fear stops caring about whether you have something like a mind or awareness.
Cool. All right.
Yep.
We'll
I'm
2 weeks.
see you in 2 weeks.
Thank.
Night, everybody.
All right, excellent.
See y'all
I'm
next
going
time.
to
It's a good
quickly
time.